Oh shit. Hello. Welcome back. It's been a while. Welcome back, everyone. We're back for, I guess, season 2 of Die Party Nightcity, a Cyberpunk 2020 adventure with me and my friends. We got new friends, we got old friends, we got Mikeless friends, we've got every friend. It's great. We've got Pokemon friends. It's fucking awesome, guys. So like shit, man. It's been a while, but we're back. We chucked up the 4D, 3D, 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 and we've got new dances for you people. In the form of Miss Fuzzy Freaks, who's gonna be coming in to replace the great Gamer Siren, who played Zephyr Takahara, or just Zephyr. Yeah, before we get started though, let's go around and do a little introduction for everyone. Let's start off with Mr. AP Gaming Real. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, Dave. Thank you for asking.
You still in that Pokemon shit?
I am. Pokemon all day, every day, across multiple systems.
When can we expect the Pokemon stream?
When I spend $200 in multiple weeks shipping a 3DS to the middle of Iowa for some guy to put in an illegal capture card from Japan.
Fucking do it. Fucking do it.
You could do Pokemon Uranium. It's a fan game that just came out.
You can't. Maybe. There's also. You know what I was?
Who's Uranium?
Uranium. Uranium. Speaking about uranium, let's head on over to typical GM.
I really like talking about my uranium. Here on stream with you guys. It's good to be here. It's good to have Fuzzy with us. Glad that your move went smoothly and that you have an internet hotspot to bring you to us tonight. It's going to be good. Looking forward to meeting your character, and I'm done. Let's move on.
We're gonna skip over Fuzzy for now, and we'll go straight into Mr. Mikeless himself. Zircon5, aka Virgin Levenger. How you doing, sir?
Hey, everybody. Maybe you can't hear my beautiful, soothing tones as well tonight because my awesome headset mic has died. But, yeah, so the tears are flowing. I'm very upset. I don't know how I'm going to replace it. But I do have my, studio headphones, so everyone else sounds fucking amazing to me. I'm running through my, pro sound card, so, beautiful. But, yeah, if there's any, cat fights in the house or, anything, you guys will get to hear that because it's just the whole house mic'd.
Sweet.
I also mic'd up the bathroom so that if I have to go, you guys can still hear me roleplay. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what they call it? Speaking about...
I want to hear you feeling...
Emotion.
That's what I want to hear.
I shouldn't have eaten that.
Speaking about bathroom roleplay, let's go on over to everyone's favorite bathroom roleplayer, Mr. Chippin' It. How you doing, sir?
Hey! Fart joke.
Yeah. So, on top of Fuzzy joining us, you're also bringing in a new character this season, yeah?
Yes.
You
new
have
character.
retired your previous character, Brash.
Well, Arthur locked him in the basement.
It's true. Anyone locked
We
in the
can't play the
basement
game.
from now on is considered retired. That's where all the characters go when they retire. So if anyone wants to retire their character, just put them in the basement with Brash. To forever science.
Once banned is permanently
It'll be
crippled
for
and
good.
can't go missions.
Yeah.
Your contribution will be for good. Body D6, create new cyberware, blah blah blah. Advance new technologies.
So why don't you give us a little rundown on your character real quick? Your new character.
Word! Weston Highland is my new character. He grew up on the streets, and he joined a lot of gangs, got sent to prison. Well, luckily, a corporate executive of a small corporation managed to find him and talk him out of living his life on the streets, inspired him to join the police force, and then he worked his way up towards becoming a security chief. And now I believe he's doing some work for Arasaka? I don't know how I'm being tied in.
You're a cop, yeah?
Yes. But I can easily change it over to be security chief.
What was the name? Something.
Weston Highland.
Yeah. And let's on over to our brand new player, and our last player for this evening, Miss Fuzzy Freaks.
Western Highland. I think I live near there. Sorry.
Right in the tickles. Mm.
Right on cue.
Anyway, hi.
Tell the people who you are, what you do.
Look, shut up. Yes, I'm Fuzzy Freaks. I do streamy things, only not this week because I've got no internet. But yeah, and I'm going to be playing Astrid Salvato, who's she does stuff. You'll see.
Yeah, she's got some good stuff to do.
Fuzzy was able to scrape up just enough internets to have enough for the show.
It's kind of funny because she doesn't sound like that, and you sound like you're the one scraping internet over it.
Yeah. I've basically got my phone wedged in the window, broadcasting as hard as it can. So, I can hear it crying from here. It's just like, make it stop.
So, yeah. So, in case you don't know what this game is, it's Cyberpunk 2020. It's a very old game. And since we've got a new player who's never played before, things might slow down a little bit just for tonight's episode until she can find her feet. But
Just for tonight's episode. I think even for the next 10 episodes until I finally remember how to do things. It's me.
I don't think anyone remembers how to do things in this game, so don't worry about it.
I remember how to do things.
We
I
don't-
often
we
feel
don't
like I'm
do-
the only one doing them.
We don't do things in this game. We do people.
That's true. Look, we don't kill people. Falling off a building kills people.
That's right.
I don't know about you. We kill people all the time. I knowingly
It was like
engage
this
in
when I got here, officer.
outright murder.
Yeah, gravity just does the leg work.
So, speaking about legwork, let's talk about last episode. Who wants some IP?
I do. I'm starving for it.
Okay.
But what happened? Let's see here. I can't remember how it exactly began, but I do remember being told that I was I'm trying to assassinate Einar, and me having no memory of that. And then I was like, oh yeah, maybe I did kind of have a hit on Einar, but it's not really a thing. So it's not
busy.
a worry. And then
Semi-assassinate him?
I almost said Takahara. Zephyr was like,
Hold on.
well, thing is, I know what's up, but I won't even tell you what's up, but I'm telling you that I know what's up. And withholding information and leaving and making you promise that you don't tell anyone else that you know what's up. Or that you know that I know what's up, but you don't know what's up. So
Yeah,
I
that's-
didn't tell anyone.
Yep, that sounds about literally right.
She ran off by herself for no reason and instantly was handcuffed to a chair.
Mm-hmm.
No, first you're leaving out the she dressed up like a stripper and then got handcuffed.
Oh yeah. So she's dressed like a stripper and has an AK in her large hand purse.
Right.
This
And
sounds
it's
like a fun
quickly-
night out.
He goes to the hotel room where someone is, and he gruffly
Einar's
pulls her
father.
inside. Yeah, and then I think we found out after that, Einar's father.
Mm.
He's got all the hits that Van had found were all originating from this motherfucker. She had given me a little tracker device, which she activated her dead man switch before she died. So, just minutes before the end of the episode, we finally, I guess the whole time Dante was just kind of drinking and socializing.
It's true, he was.
And schmoozing with his new associates. So we jumped in the rescue van, drove full tilt to the motel, and got there just in time to see Zephyr had escaped the chair, broken through the front door, and got shot to death with a shotgun in front of us.
Yeah.
Einar then brained his father.
Mightily, I might add. He shot him through a Metal Gear, which I honestly think you could possibly do that if you are Ina.
Also, from like the longest parking lot in the actual world, it was like 200 yards away.
200 meters.
Where we decided to stop and jump out of the van and
Look,
shoot it.
when they made that motel, right? When they made that motel, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get so much business. Let's make a huge."
It's
parking
2
lot."
football fields of parking lot that we stopped. Like, we couldn't drive up to the fucking door.
Hey man, look,
Dave did say
I
that
don't
he
make
grabbed a
this
random
world.
number
I
out of
just
his ass,
live in
and was
it.
200.
Okay, I just live in this world. I don't make it. Okay,
Gotcha.
yeah. This world is 100% fictional, and it's 100% created. I opened up a splat book, and there was a 200-foot,
Parking
200
lot.
meter parking lot. It was
Yeah.
great. I used that. So.
It's all legit.
Mm.
It's all by the publisher.
Well, in that case, I feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Oh, we went and had a counseling session.
That's
because of
that's
how
right.
dramatic everything
What?
was. I think
Don't
that was like a good half hour of the show.
don't forget the most tenuous moment in that warehouse, and then it was only relieved by Barash's fellow taco truck member, who finally was able to bring some type of recompense to the party.
Yeah, he brought closure to the party where that stupid fucking counselor never could.
Look, man, that taco truck guy. If
He's the real hero of
If you
Nightcity.
bring him up with your new character, Chip, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be like, no, you don't know the taco truck guy. Fuck.
He's
you.
like my brother runs a taco truck.
Fuck.
Dave,
the
if
best
this
one to
character no, Dave, if this character goes, I'm gonna play like a level 1 fixer who's the taco truck guy.
You sell tacos and street drugs.
I fix people with delicious street meat.
Delicious carnitas.
All right. So yeah, take a couple IP there, Virgil.
Buddy.
And yeah, I guess we can get started. So where are you guys right now?
I'd imagine back at Dante's loft, his penthouse apartment, as we exited the building after our counseling session. Remember correctly?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's the sitch? You know, what are you guys planning on doing?
Oh, I'm totally taking and I want to be clear here, my dog, Loki,
Fenrir.
for a walk on
Oh, do
the.
you have a dog named Loki as well?
My
Do we have
dog.
two dogs?
You can take your dog Loki. I'll take my dog Fenrir with you.
Oh,
We
is
can
that
walk
what his name
together.
is? I forgot. It's hard to remember when you just.
Dante walks in with another puppy.
Exactly.
I don't need another one. I just need mine. Listen, it's very important. I feel like I'm going to have to do the "Don't call me Dan" speech again for the new people. I just have a feeling I'm about to meet new folks, and I want to make sure that the dog is.
We have enough dogs in the house to send the message. You got it.
All right, so I'm taking Fenrir to the roof
Yeah.
and insisting that he stop peeing on everything.
Well, you just hold him over the side of the
Fenrir
roof and you
refuses.
just-
No, what? I wouldn't hold the dog over the side
You
of that.
Simba the
No.
motherfucking
So
dog.
we finally have the long-awaited answer to who let the dogs out.
It was Dante. Figured.
It was Dante. All along,
I'm
Dante.
gonna like it here.
Yeah, we thought you were playing a serious game, didn't you?
No, you're
Are you,
of course I didn't. What are you fucking high?
are you just like leaving us in your, loft? And
No, I feel like maybe you guys are up there on the roof with me too, and I'm just like, band.
Evils?
Where do we stand on this Pocket Monsters game?
Well, I mean, development has been slow, but we haven't been putting resources towards it. Is the problem? Been lots of just random shit to deal with, right? But listen here, maybe we sit down and do some finalizations on some of these ideas, eh? I mean, I would just need a few hours to throw together a demo. We could get some hype behind this game, eh?
I want to hear about artwork. That's really the majority of
So
what's-
I'm pretty sure you've maybe done at a maximum 6 drawings.
Yeah, I need to do.
We need at
151.
least 151.
Yeah.
Be competitive in this kind of market.
We never have like breaks anymore. We had that one great break where I actually got to like improve my art and like do a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
don't worry, we have one coming on. We have one
Okay,
coming
cool.
on.
Then I can work on a bunch of stuff. Thing is, boss. I'm actually not that quick with the work. Is the problem? I'm very dedicated. That each and every monster has a personality and can have a large fan base. And sellable in multiple forms, including gummy candies and action figures.
Just make 1 or 2 very cute ones, and the rest can just be obvious puns of popular figures or legends of myth. You know, we need the primary chief pocket monster, to be some sort of Donald Trump ripoff, since we sell Donald Trump bars. Just give it orange hair in like a receding thin thing and be a very small monkey creature that attacks rapidly and constantly without any concern for its own defense.
You'll call it a Trump.
Exactly. Perfect. We'll start working on that immediately. It's very important.
Okay, boss. Wow, this second in command stuff's been a little easier on me than I thought. You're second in command. Go draw goofy pictures.
I know. Let's talk about the security situation here.
What about it?
Tell me what we can do to improve this place.
The penthouse?
Yes.
Is there any way you can control traffic in the area?
Probably not. Maybe if we threw people off the roofs in specific patterns.
What could maybe
You mean
control-
permanently or just temporarily for like a couple minutes?
We're going to have to establish, if you want this place to be entirely secure, we have to establish a network of control and influence surrounding it.
I mean, I might be able to just get a small local grid under control of the traffic lights. I mean, that would have some effect.
We need lookouts. We need
No.
a presence in the
Lookouts is fine. Control of the traffic lights is ridiculous. This is a metropolitan area.
I mean, I could also like watch people and cause traffic accidents. That'd be hilarious.
That's entirely sociopathic. I approve of it almost entirely, except for the fact that it will undoubtedly lead back to you. It turns out the general public is often not pleased when people cause traffic accidents.
Dante, who are enemies?
I literally have zero idea right now.
Wars are won with information, Dante. If we have no information, if we can't identify our enemies, what their capabilities are, what their
There's a possibility we don't have any enemies.
that should not be left to chance. Do we have no intelligence division, no espionage, nothing like that?
We are a very small corporation.
Then
Yeah,
we
of
are-
course. About
I will
that,
check with our security division. If only we had someone who could hit the streets and ask questions and didn't get killed by your father or something ridiculous like that.
I mean, I think you're being a kid, bit harsh. But still, I do agree. We could use a few more folk. It'd be nice. I feel a bit quiet with Baroshton and Dipper. So, was wondering if we're doing anything about that, boss.
I don't know. Let me call anyone at the corporation. Have we even talked to anyone in the last few days besides my wife? I have no
your
idea.
wife is-
I'll literally have no one to report to but you, boss, which is a relief.
Yeah,
because,
so-
most people working here have to write like TPS reports, and they're like held responsible for anyone that's dead on their watch. Really harsh working conditions.
So, your wife has pretty much been running the corporation since you sort of stepped out, which is a weird thing to do, right? So, like,
I mean,
since
Well, it's only been like
you
3 days.
listen. You say stepped out. I am clearly performing extremely important business.
He's stepping up, Dave.
Stepping up, yeah. I'm stepping up in the security field. I mean, come on. Let's talk about the backing of Arasaka and Mayor Mike Knight.
He's not a mayor yet, but sure.
I mean, it's vertical development here. Okay?
I agree with that. So, I mean, like, since the death of your CEO, I've even forgotten his fucking name now, because that's how long ago. Campfire, yeah. Since the unfortunate death of your CEO, and you know, the board of directors of your organization instilling that your wife, whose name is
Samantha Tallis.
Samantha Tallis, yes.
Samantha Tallis Fierro.
And Samantha Tallis Fierro, yeah, she has sort of been brought in as the temporary CEO until someone better can be found, which, knowing your luck, will probably never be anyone. Luck, I say that in quotations. And she's just been running the corporation, right? So you haven't really had to... I mean, you do your daily stuff, you come in and you make your presence known, but for the most part, your work with Montesanto Jojo Corporation has sort of been offhanded, right? You can, at your any will, come back and start taking over the reins again if you wanted to do something like that. But for the most part, your corporation, you know, you've climbed the ladder. Even if you're not physically yourself in power, you have your pawns in place.
I know. And I was really just hoping to get Ban's dad as middle management, but we'll just have to find someone else to control my middle management dreams.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's a rough life. All right.
I imagine my dad would be like highly malleable and controllable and like not.
I mean, I would just threaten to murder you constantly.
I imagine your dad is the type of person that he's sort of like in the kitchen, like he takes like 40 minutes to make a cup of coffee, and anyone that comes up to the coffee machine in that time, he strikes a conversation with them, and they do everything in their power to sort of get away quickly. And then he'll wait for the next person to show up.
The conversation is like about something super specific that they wouldn't know about.
Yeah, how you doing, mate? Just wanted to have a conversation with you about how your kids are going, you know? It's like, I don't actually have kids. And it's like, excuse me, I have to get back. Like, oh, no, I understand. I also, you know, gotta get back. Noise to the grinder.
You know, Dave, that's sounding incredibly specific.
Yeah, I think he's ready for a scene. Yeah, he also probably has like 1/3 cream in his coffee and like several grams of sugar.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that gets like the sugar pache, 7 of them, cracks them all at the same time. Anyway, so let's.
You mean me?
Yeah, exactly. Let's swap over to right now. The boardroom of the Arasaka building, where Mr. Michael Knight can be found. And basically, he's sitting at a board table, and behind him is this... well, why don't you describe what you're wearing right now, Astrid?
Oh God, pressure. Probably some sort of like black form-fitting businessy suit type.
Are you, like with the fucking shoulder pads?
Yeah, shoulder pads, a little bit low cut with the cleavage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sort of like bright red lipstick. The full 80s power do, all that shit, you know.
Sweet. And so explain, like, just elaborate as to what your character kind of looks like as well. Like, do you have a mental picture of her?
Sort of dark wavy hair, very very kind of a, you know, sort of like brown eyes, dark wavy hair, sort of like, you know, fucking cheekbones and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just yeah.
And so Michael Knight is sitting there. He's going through his papers, and then he looks up at across the table over at Mr. Western Highland, and he goes, "You're Your history and service record is actually pretty impressive, Mr. Highland.
Thank you very much.
Now, it says here that you had a stint in a correctional facility. Can you go into a little more detail for me, please?
Well, when I was younger, I didn't have a family to rely on. So I joined a couple of gangs here and there, did what I could. And then I caught a rap for some of my friends. Ended up serving time for them. And then after I came out, it kind of inspired me for the work that the police do. So I worked my hardest after finding a sponsor. And I got myself into the academy and then did some special works for special forces.
What type of work did you normally do, if you don't mind me asking? Because it says here that it's sort of restricted, and, you know, I'm the type of guy where that sort of stuff doesn't really apply to me, so I want to know what your thoughts on that are.
Security detail for high privileged individuals who had very dangerous men after them.
I see. He, like, sort of leans back in his chair and he looks up at you, Astrid, and is like, "What do you think, Astrid? Is this someone you can work with?"
I'd say so, Mr. Knight. I'd say so.
Well, it looks like you've got Astrid's approval. Congratulations. She's the one you needed to impress, after all.
Thank you very much, sir, and madame.
Alright. So we're gonna put you... So, this next detail is sort of interesting. We've sort of come into cooperation with another group, a smaller corporation by the names of Montesando Jojo Corporation. Their security team has sort of, for the most part, teamed up with us in our attempts to, you know, clean the streets here of Night City. I'm going to be implementing a procedure that will put you in place within that firm. I'll need you to assimilate into their security practices and understand their the way that they do business. Are you going to be able to do that?
Sure. Is it just a general security detail? What exactly is needed of me?
Well, you'll find out when you join their team, I suppose. But
Understood.
as it stands right now, you'll be working for them. But when the order comes down, I need you to work with Astrid here and get her whatever she needs to get done. She'll be your handler, I guess, for the most part.
Understandable.
Don't worry, we're in good hands.
He just shuffles the papers on his desk and he's like, "Well, okay, I guess I have a friend to call, if you'll excuse me." And then he gets up and leaves the room, leaving Astrid and you in the same room.
Can I
Going to
get you
fancy?
anything?
No, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Tea, coffee, gin, whiskey? We have everything here.
I prefer not to drink on the job. This is quite a
Nice.
fancy facility that you have here. How long have you worked for Mr. Knight?
Oh, a few years now, I think. Yes. It's a
Many
very good
dangers?
boss.
Many dangers.
Danger? Oh, you know, not anything out of the ordinary, I'd say. No, the usual.
Understandable. Most of the time I have to deal with cyber freaks. Sounds like this job will be easy.
Well, any job's easy if you prepare carefully and plan ahead.
Perfect. Well, if you don't mind me,
Always have a backup plan.
I'm gonna get back to working on my novel. And he kind of pulls out a little writing book and starts writing down. If you want me to roll composition, I can.
Well, read me off a paragraph. You
put me on
can't
the spot here,
you
Dave.
can't say I'm writing a novel, Dave, and then say I don't know what's in it. Like, you gotta give me something.
He stood at the boardroom table, There's a dark mist, a dark mist pervading everywhere, and he sat across from a very beautiful woman who
Her
had a
legs
proposition
went on
for him.
forever.
Dun, dun. One that he could not refuse. So he writes crime mystery novels / romances.
Sweet. But he
Oh,
does
my.
it on his own experiences? Is it like... Is
Yeah.
it autobiographical? Is that it?
Yeah, he's the main character, and he romances
Autobiography.
everything. He has a composition of 9, and he writes his own web novels. He hasn't found a publisher yet.
Oh god.
I really like that. What's your handle
That's just gonna
online?
walk over to the window and light up a cigarette and be all like dramatically silhouetted against the window.
50
I'm
Shades of
basically
Chrome.
The lit embers of her,
I'm basically channeling Rachel from Blade Runner right now. Okay?
the lit embers of her cigarette accentuated her frame in the window pane.
She's all like,
God damn it. All right.
Okay, the whole rest of the show is cyber noir. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
got what I was going for with the character, so I'm okay with this.
Arthur, Dante, you get a phone call from Michael Knight. What do you do? Also, what ringtone do you have for Michael Knight? You must have something in plan.
Yeah,
Can I, Arthur?
I mean, you seem
It's-
very
it's
enthusiastic.
It's gotta be the theme for Knight Rider, right?
Oh, that's a little too obvious. That's a little too on the
That's super
nose.
good, though. It's amazing theme.
I was gonna go with I wear my sunglasses at night.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So yeah, how long do you let it ring for? Like, do you do that whole
Not
like...
long. Answer it immediately. We're bored and we have nothing to do.
Please God.
So yeah, all right, yeah. It's like, hello, Mr. Fierro.
Is he calling me Mr. Fierro?
Yes.
All right, I'm just like, Michael, I thought we knew each other well enough that you could just call me Dante. No need to call me Fierro.
I know. It's just sometimes I get a little awkward over the phone, you know.
Oh, I understand. It's easy if you just remember that I'm a graduate of Cambridge
Multiplex
Lex Ultraversity, yes. Once you recognize that fact, you know that I have the perfect manners of a gentleman of England and do not need to be addressed by my last name with friends.
So, all right, I guess I can remember that. I mean, I understand that's sort of the custom of the multiplex ultraversity.
Yes, Cambridge Multiplex Ultraversity.
So I wanted to have a small little discussion with you, but I'm hoping we can do it in person, have some people for you to meet.
I love meeting people in person now. And I love doing it without my armor on as well. Let's do it.
All right, well, I mean, if you want to come by the Arasaka office,
I would love to come by the Arasaka office while not wearing my power armor.
Oh, and bring your current team with you too, if you don't mind. I'd love to meet them in a little more.
But I mean, I was fine with this conversation up until that point. Now I'm like, warning, warning, warning. Can my security consultant expert be given a waiver for his armor and weapons? You understand how Solos can get. He's rather skittish without them.
Do you have a persuasion or anything like that?
Who do you think you're talking to?
I mean, maybe. Roll it up. Let's see. You'll probably need like a
Jesus,
50.
where the hell is my character sheet? There's like a million fucking people.
Yeah, it should be down the bottom.
Oh, I can close all these terrible one-shots. There we go.
Yeah.
Man, it's so much easier to find people now.
Dante, everyone's out to get me here.
Yeah, legit.
All right, yeah. He sort of like scratches his chin. He's like, as long as it's not a high caliber rifle, I mean, sure. I would allow like a handpiece or something like that.
Of course, I'll make sure to limit the caliber of weapon that he brings.
It's not for my sake, Dante.
I understand completely.
There's a lot of people in Arasaka, that's all.
I too am a head of a corporation.
Yes, that's part of why I want to talk to you today, actually.
Indeed, indeed.
All right. Well, when you can, make your way here, and I will see about bringing you up with some,
Perfect.
weapons. Yes.
And as soon as I hang up, I'm like, Aina, take the small animal back inside. You're going to need to find all of your smaller than long rifle weapons and strap them to your body armor.
All of them.
Don't you have some sort of sword, laser? I remember you and Barash worked on some sort of ridiculous and obviously fancy imaginary Dungeons and Dragons weapon.
No, I got rid of that. Barash is gone. Zephyr's gone. I have no need of it.
I know that Barash is gone. Did the sword go with him? Is that what you're telling me? Does the sword disappear now?
Don't worry about the sword. It is of no relevance. I'll get my weapons and we'll go kill
Look,
whoever.
man, that hurt. I heard that in basement over intercom. Rosh is dead right now. How you do this to me? I
No,
should talk.
We do not have an intercom with Barash. In fact, we make sure Barash has no way to contact the outside world.
What time of day is it? I've forgotten.
It's just a
There's no
laundry
lights
chute
in
that we
here.
shove down Trump bars like once a week. Like a little pallet of Trump bars. Yeah.
And what do you call it? Like washing machine tablets?
Mm-hmm.
He would
How
just
we
make drugs down there. That's what he would do if you did that. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
No, just you watch. Just you watch. You go down there one time. Oh yeah, I forgot Barash is down there, and it's gonna be like a cyber-apocalyptic paradise. I don't know. He's gonna invent life or something or other.
cyber apocalyptic
amazing.
paradise.
That sounds
I don't-
reasonable.
I don't know. I'm angry. You got me up in the tiffy. My Jimmy's a Russell.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
All reasonable things.
so with that in
Well, yeah,
mind, what do
We
you
need to. Band, you're still here, right? I don't have to go anywhere to talk to you, so I'm just gonna be like, Band. Yeah, we're going to the horrible wizard tower, something, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna get shot in the head again.
You're muted, Virgil.
In Zoom.
Sorry, which tower is that, boss?
We're going to Arasaka Tower.
Oh, right.
Make sure your wheel's updated.
Right, my wheel, right.
Remember, no long rifles. I see you trying to whip that thing out. Leave it in the car.
So, this is business or pleasure or what's?
I'm sure, I have this feeling that we're going to get new work there.
Oh, I guess we could.
A new direction. Perhaps one direction.
Why didn't I make a rocker boy?
Why didn't you make a rocker boy?
I have no idea. I don't know. I
You
mean,
just
after
play
that
Chip
one
Edgewise.
shot, I'm pretty sure that's my next character. Is that character I played in the one shot? Oh, right, everybody. We're going to play this song. Yeah, I want to do that. In the meantime, not a problem, boss. Okay, we'll just be ready for anything, right?
You know what? We're going to go over in my hover car, actually. Meet me on the roof.
All right, so I just tuck a pistol in my jacket.
Okay. All right. Good. What guns are you bringing with you there, I know?
In the car, all of them. Into the building, just my submachine gun. And grenades. He didn't say anything about grenades.
Fuck me.
Or
Okay.
anti-tank mines. He didn't say anything about anti-tank mines either.
Hey,
Right.
welcome to Cyberpunk, where my players are stupidly paranoid for no reason. Okay,
Oh,
alright.
I know.
I don't think that Einar really believes he's going to have to kill a tank. But he
Yeah.
may have to.
Mate, you rolled
It's
an
not
anti-tank
paranoia if they're
grenade
really out to
inside
get
of a
you.
room filled
Thank
with people. So, as far as I'm concerned, you've done that before. Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
if we have to go do a mundane task, we prepare like it's a boss battle.
Yeah.
And then when there is a boss battle, we just go in cargo shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
All right.
wrong cargo shorts too. Your wallet is in your other pair.
So you guys all get into your floating automobile, and you head on over to the Arasaka building, and that's where we take our first break. Arasaka building. You get put into the the parking spaces pretty easily. You have there's a public parking area, and then there's I guess you guys would come in through the top. No, you'd probably come in from the bottom or something like that, or some halfway point in the building. Park your car, and you start to walk in. As you walk in, obviously, guards, stop at least Einar from walking in. Who else is armed?
I have my assault rifle strapped to my back, but I've got my, Palestinian business suit on.
Yeah.
And, no Metal Gear. I really just want to get shot in the head today.
Yeah, and I just have a pistol in my vest.
All right. So the guard's like, "Gentlemen, I cannot let you through."
Oh, I am here as a guest of Mr. Michael Knight. He assured me that we would have permission to have our security consultant bring weapons with him.
One moment, let me check. Who did you say you were?
You don't know who I am? I'm Dante Fierro, graduate of Cambridge Multiplex Ultraversity.
He puts his finger to his ear, and he's just like, "Dante Fierro." Which one of you is the security consultant?
I'm guessing Band and I both look at the guy strapped with weapons.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, he's looking at all of you, and all of you are visibly armed. So
Yeah.
he's like, and then he does the upward nod, and he's like, "I'm gonna take a guess and then say it is this one."
Yes, it's that one.
Very well. Sort of another security guard comes up, and he has a pile of forms, and he's like, "You will need to identify every single weapon that you have within your person. Anything higher than a 9mm, you are to leave at the security office."
I'm just gonna turn. I'm gonna turn and be like, "Mr. Fierro, do they really expect me to keep you safe with a 9mm?"
Well, it's a good thing I brought mine, because I don't think you have anything that's small.
So I take my weapon off and I hand it to.
They have a big bin. If you want to put it in there, you can.
It's just like a
No, I'm handing it to Einar.
plastic bin.
Einar, go back to the car with this, put it away, and all of the other guns that are greater than. What is the ridiculously small 9mm?
9mm.
Jesus.
Do you want me to just throw kittens at any assailants, Mr. Fierro?
I'm like,
I feel like
how did you know I named my gun Kittens? Here you go.
You are impugning the attack of kittens, I believe. Yes, only bring 9mm. If you are comfortable with it, you can stay here. Oh, you think you don't? I know exactly how stressful this is, my friend.
Yes, but the fact that we were brought here as honored guests and now are being treated like this.
I'm aware. However, Mr. Michael Knight is also a guest here.
Very well. I'm going to go all my weapons. The only thing I'm taking with me is my knife, because I do not own a weapon smaller than 6.5mm.
And perhaps you would allow our
Look,
security
I've got 8 knuckles that hit like TNT, and they can't.
Oh my god, yes! You want to take these hands?
What
Ben,
caliber are the
perhaps
hands?
you would like to hand your 9mm over to our security consultant?
Easiest, of course. And I relinquish it.
Yo, for real, like, what is your pistol proficiency?
Like 1.
Okay, I think that's about what mine is.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Yeah, I have a handgun of 1.
Yeah, I can load it and I can like shoot it.
All right, I'm not taking a fucking gun. If they're not letting me carry any of my SMGs or assault rifles, I am better off with a mono knife and judo.
Very
can
well.
Can we have that scene where you're just like, next weapon, and then you like take out the anti-tank mines, anti-tank mines, class 6, anything else, incendiary mines, tripwire
Hold
mine.
on, yeah, like, if you want to do this,
It's like
I
you take
got-
off your jacket and just shake out like 13 assault rifles.
high explosive grenades, anti-tank grenades, EMP grenades, flashbangs. I got mono wire, pursuit to security, incorporated web gun with det web.
The
Got
dead web
anti-tank
is so
mine.
interesting, yeah.
And then after all that stuff's like piled up, I throw like a Swiss Army knife on top of it and walk in.
I can't take it with me.
Won't take from me, Dave. Take care of it.
I took high school math. This blade is how bigger than 9 inches.
Was that your New Zealander?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Okay. So
I'll
yeah,
give you a D minus.
so remind me how modern your Metal Gear is. Is it one of the skin tight ones or is it one of the bulky ones?
Oh, mine is like the best money can buy.
So you got a skin tight one? All right.
Yeah.
Form fitting, all that stuff. So
Shows off
have you guys
all the right bulges.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Cyberpunk 2077 trailer before?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you know the cop in that? How he's wearing like a painter's smock sort of onesie or like an exterminator onesie, but underneath it he's got that thing that goes right up to his top of the neck there, and it's like black and just like skin tight. So that's the modern Metal Gears. So it's basically just like an athletic skin. Is that what they call it? Like a skin, like the SKINN thing that people use when they go running and shit?
Yep.
It's a little
I
thicker
think
than
so,
that.
yes.
Little thicker than that, but it looks very much like that, and it's got like, form-fitting chest pieces and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the modern Metal Gear. So that's what you look like, but you're welcome to have something on top of it, like it wouldn't be anything protective. But what would you be wearing?
Please don't have anything on top.
You'd just be wearing like any sort of pants or baggy clothing on top of it. I know.
I mean, I very much want to appear to be. I have an armored suit. I've got all kinds of clothes, but majority of the time I'm just in the sort of low key, like not painted any fancy colors, sort of like a matte gray color Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, after you do that, he's just sort of, runs over you with a metal detector. It goes off, as you'd expect it to, and then
Titanium plate, left shin,
yeah.
3 screws, right elbow, 3 cervical vertebrae replaced, skin weave, ocular implants. Like, just go out like all through as he's like scanning, like wanding various parts of my body.
And there's another security guard just writing down all the stuff that comes up. He's like, okay, that one checks out. You there, short one, come through.
I come up.
And carrying anything with you, sir?
Well, I have like my cybernetic arm, so I just like lift that up.
Very funny. You got anything in there that we should be aware of?
No, mine just chips. I just like pop open the arm and then it's just like slots and chips. Like nothing in there. Like flap it closed.
Yeah, so he gets like it's sort of like an IR gun, like an X-ray gun sort of thing. He just sort of ones over it, and he's just like, Okay. You've got some sort of like
Yes.
speedway connector in there, I guess.
What was that?
You've got some sort of like connection in there. Is that for a deck or something along those lines?
Yeah, high-speed data transmission. An IT specialist.
All right. You're free to go through. No,
Thanks, sir.
Sir, please come forward.
Yes.
Carrying anything on you? Any particular
Not
cybernetics?
anymore.
Very well. Any cybernetics we should be aware of?
Good question. I actually don't remember. According to my cybernetics list, I have nothing. No.
Okay. I do remember you not getting anything in particular.
Yep.
I think maybe you got the stud implant. I can't remember if you had that.
Yeah,
or not.
but it's not it doesn't replace the meat, it just enhances the area.
Ah, it's like you push a button, it gets bigger. Got it. All right. So maybe maybe it's like they do like a sweep of you, but then they go over your crotch and it starts to go, "Woo," and they're just like they look up at you and they're just like, really? Okay. So the other security guard writes, just snickers and writes down something on a piece of paper, and then like you get through and you go through to the elevator. Yeah. And one of the guards comes up with you and he pushes the button for the. I don't know how many fucking levels would this thing have. 46th floor, I guess, because it is the biggest tower. So. And the elevator goes up actually pretty quickly, like faster than you'd imagine it to go, because it goes up like you guys were on the 11th floor when you landed. So, yeah, it goes up very quickly, and the door opens, and the security guard brings you into sort of like a waiting room. Dante, you've been here before. This is the same penthouse
Yep.
where you were hanging out. And he's just like, 1 second, I'll alert Mr. Knight that you're here. Please wait. And I guess for a little bit of time you guys are alone. Is there anything you want to try and do while you're here?
Dante's just like, I threw up over there.
Oh. Well, I'm no longer confident in our ability to get things done, but here we are.
Well, Mr. Fear, this is a perfect example of what we could not do in the future to try to keep you alive.
Well, unfortunately, we're dancing to somebody else's tune right now, as ridiculous as this is getting.
It's understandable. Simply as your security consultant.
I understand.
Very well.
So the security guard comes back, and he brings back a very smiling Michael Knight. For the most part, he's wearing like a. God, how would you describe it? It's kind of like a dress suit without like the tie or the jacket on, and it's kind of like sort of like open casual shirt sort of thing. And he walks warmly up to Dante and he puts his hand down. He's like, "Mr. Fierro," he says with like a little smirk on his face, and he's like, extends his hand.
Michael, I told you to call me Dante.
I know, Dante. It was a nice little jest.
If you say so.
Okay. You always make me feel awkward, Dante. And he turns to the rest of the crew and he's like, "Is this it? I distinctly remember there being more people in your party at one point."
I just like pull out like a cigarette, put it in my mouth.
I'm going to reach over and like, we're inside Bend. Have some respect.
Mr. Knight like pulls out his own cigarette, lights it up, and he's like, "No, please go ahead. It's fine."
Oh, okay, then I'll like light it. Sonic vibes, Mr. Knight.
What was that? Sorry, Virgil.
Just said thank you.
Okay. And he's like, he just sort of nods and he's like, "So, well, if this is it, allow me to, again, once more, introduce myself. I am Michael Knight.
Dante Fiero.
Yes, this is Dante Fiero, and who are these two fine gentlemen?
I just gesture for them to introduce themselves.
Name's Bean Mortar.
What is your speciality, Mr. Mortar?
Oh, I dabble here and there, but mostly information technology.
Interesting. And then he turns to you, Einar, and is like, and what about you? What is your name and profession?
I'm gonna look at Dante.
Security consultant.
Is that his name or his profession?
His name is Solo.
Interesting. Interesting name. All right, Mr. Solo, Mr. Band, please join us in this room over here. I have some people I'd love for you to meet. Dante, if you have a moment, real quickly, before we move in. It's like...
Yeah, I follow.
He wants us to meet other people throwing us off the roof, right? Yeah.
I make sure he's not watching, and then I ash in an office plant.
Yeah. So before you go in, he sort of pulls you aside, Dante, and he's just like, what happened to the rest of your crew?
Well, they're dead.
Oh, that's...
It's a rough life out there.
I actually haven't been out there in a very long time. Is the streets really that bad at the moment?
Oh, they're horrible. Absolutely terrible.
Huh. Well,
Especially if we're out.
my condolences then. Hopefully I might be able to put a smile on your face by the end of the day, and we'll have to take a drink later. And then he sort of puts his hand on your shoulder and sort of guides you towards the room.
Oh, the whole time I'm just throwing up in my mouth, remembering the last time I got drunk with these people. Last time we drank was a special occasion for me to celebrate new relationships. I'm afraid that my religion prohibits me from imbibing alcohol on a regular basis.
Well, maybe cigars then.
We'll workshop that.
Makes exceptions if he's very sure he's going to get thrown off a roof that day.
Yes, that was precisely my reasoning.
So, Dante, Einar, and Ben, as you walk into the room, what is Astrid and Weston doing?
Kind of sitting down.
Astrid. You first.
Oh, I was just saying, sitting down, just kind of writing in a novel, and then looking up, and then kind of quickly, closing the book, sliding the pen on the side, and just shoving it into it like a knapsack.
Astrid's just lounging in a chair, smoking a cigarette, and just being.
So is it a normal one, or is it those really thin, long ones, or is it one of those
stick?
pipe with a
It's
stick?
one of those weird, funny coloured ones. The ones that come in multiple colours in the little tins.
So is it rolled up personally, and just really long and lanky?
Okay, you can first thing then you can see me walk in. I don't know if you saw the little picture on the actual screen, but I have a mullet, a light colored long mullet, and I'm thin. And I look at your cigarette, and then I look at my cigarette like it's the most disappointing cigarette I've ever seen.
Yeah, yours is like
and
bent
then I
a
look
little.
wistfully back to your cigarette.
Yeah. So let's elaborate a little bit on this. You said you're lying there on a couch or something.
Not I'm lounging in a chair, just sort of legs crossed, just being all.
Okay. All right.
Kind
So, great. You're doing
Not
the.
lounging on a couch.
I thought you were
not
doing
casual,
the some sort of.
She's laying on the couch on her belly, doing the leg kick thing. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No. She'd be on her back, just being. How are you?
And it's
It's not easy being a femme fatale. Come on.
Gentlemen, please meet. Hopefully, my new addition to your crew or to your entourage. This is Astrid Salvato. I'm gonna get
Salvato.
it right.
Salvato.
I didn't say that in
God,
character.
Michael, you never get that right.
I did mess that up in character, guys. In
Yeah.
character, I was
This
great.
is this is Astrid Savato. She is one of my personal bodyguards that I would like to install into your organization, and this is my newest hire, Western Highland, who has been brought on specifically as a consultant, security consultant for your team.
Pleased to meet you, gentlemen.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
This is Mr. Solo, Mr. Ben Mortar, and Dante Fierro, who is the head security. No, the head of security at Montecento Georgia Corporation.
I'm second in command.
That's news to
Second in
me.
command died yesterday, so now it's me.
It is a very tough time out there. Please don't stay quiet, Mr. Dante. Do you have anything to say to your new employees?
You have to understand that security is a very tight business. A lot of trust is required within a team.
Mhm.
I would need to have assurances from your new team members that they would be under my command, answering to me directly.
Of course.
Michael sort of raises an eyebrow over at you, Weston.
I'm sure this all will work out fine for me. I'm excited to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Astrid,
I thought
can
you were
you
going to say something like,
please...
"The Lord, this my authority."
Astrid, can you please give me a what sort of lying skills do you have?
Oh God.
Persuasion fast talk would be the one.
Yeah, do you have persuasion or fast talk?
Probably. Hang on a second. Where would it be?
Under empathy skills and left-hand side under skills.
Yep, I have one in that. Okay, how do I actually roll it?
Just click persuasion and fast talk right next to it, and it'll roll it for you.
Yeah, the words that button.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, to you, Einar, the body language of Astrid seems very stiff and rigid, almost like she wasn't expecting to answer that particular question right now. But for the most part, it appears that she's sort of... You've seen it before, right? You've seen it when, especially... How much time did you spend in the army?
2 years.
2 years? Okay. You would have seen it then. The type of person that's been moved from one
command to another command.
one command to another command, and it's kind of like... At some point, it's like you received an order to go into another command structure, so you had an order from someone else to receive orders from someone else, so...
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's what that sort of looks like.
Okay.
So, you can take from that what you will.
Oh, I will. Also, for the record, this is basically the same thing that happened to Einar. So, if he is reading that correctly.
Yeah, it's a very similar situation. What you get from... So, what is your current, like, facial... what is your face giving away right now, Weston?
It's giving away Metal Gear. We got the helmet.
What about you, Weston? What's your expression?
Weston probably being introduced to these new security consultants. He's probably just kind of like looking them over, judging them, like looking at them in like a novel kind of way. So he's like looking at them as characters. So he might be like have that like kind of half like looking at them, but looking past them and imagining them up as characters in his novels.
Oh. So you get
Do I get to go? Do I get to go?
Sure.
Because I'm like trying to look cool and smoking my cigarette, and then I like...
Oh,
burn
okay.
my,
I know
hair
what.
with my cigarette a little bit, and like
Do you
Second in
have?
command.
Do you have wardrobe and style?
To me?
Yeah, you, Virgil.
That's just
let
just
me
like,
let me check. I'm near positive that I have. no actual wardrobe.
Because this would be a wardrobe and style check. If you wanted to seem cool while smoking a shitty cigarette, it would be wardrobe and style.
Let's see here. So many skills.
Can I help him with this? Could I have done his clothes for him?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Okay, in that case, I'll spend 10 IP points to have one in wardrobe and style.
Okay. You're thirsty
You
for
have
that
6,
IP.
buddy, if you just let me dress you.
Yeah.
He needs to prove that he can do this independently.
All right.
Okay.
He's a grown man now.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow.
Just the worst.
I don't know why we let you out of the house in the morning.
That was totally worth it.
All right, hang on. I've
God
never.
damn it.
Okay, so everyone who's watching or listening to the podcast, he rolled a 1 on an attractiveness skill, and I've never seen what the fumble table
It's a
looks
fumble.
like for that.
Yeah.
So let me just pull this up.
I think it's a 1 on the fumble table, which I think is the lower fumbles, right?
It
Not
is,
as
yeah.
bad.
So it's probably just you fail. So maybe you just you go to take a puff and maybe a bit of the ash falls on your finger
God.
and you just
know what? It's a fumble. So I go to take a puff and I take a drag of the wrong fucking side and burn my lips on the coal.
So everyone just sort of looks at you and then ignores you when you're
Yeah,
when
I'm
you-
just my lips are burning. I'm just trying to look cool and
Are there any
incredible pain.
around the room? He just takes an ice cube out of a tray, sucking an ice cube, his burned lips.
It's pretty bad.
yeah.
It's pretty bad.
And so Michael
But
Knight.
Astrid will quietly get up, walk over and offer you a little bit of lip balm.
Oh yeah. Oh graciously. Oh, yes, I think it will help. There's a little bit of Asian flesh on. Maybe I'll keep these and replace it later for you if it's.
It's fine. I have plenty.
I'll just
No,
tuck these away.
Michael,
it's fine. Yes.
now that this whatever is happening here, am I having a stroke? I don't know.
Are you having a stroke?
I
Or
hope
in
not.
public?
Can you understand the words that I'm saying?
I can. Yes.
All right. Well, I assume that I'm not having a stroke then, and it's just that my employee is incredibly incompetent at smoking a cigarette. One of the basic skills children learn while eating lollipops.
He just sort of turns to you and says, "I'm glad you said lollipops there, because if you told me that as a child you learned to smoke a
Michael,
cigarette."
what is it that you need us to do that we require? I'm guessing some sort of special forces operative, and I have no idea what Astrid is. I mean, form-fitting business suit with cleavage dive? Are you into Zephyr? Do we...
So
I have a very specific skill set.
Oh,
Yeah, she
perfect.
does.
So your only job here is to quote movies, then. I understand. We have enough edgelords on this team. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Solo. Michael,
yes.
in all seriousness, to what do I owe the pleasure of a doubling of my complement of guns?
Well, first and foremost, the tasks that I'll have you be doing will be, it's sort of like on call, essentially. For now, you don't need to worry too much about what needs to happen. In the future, though, I will be calling on you and your team to come together in order to help investigate other organizations within Nightcity. Specifically, and if I had to be completely blunt and honest with you about it, it's corporate espionage.
That's, I mean, something we have handled by shooting in the head, so no surprise.
This is the type of espionage where we need to find dirt rather than bodies, if you catch my meaning.
That's very unfortunate. I mean, we can do something like that, maybe. It's possible. Is that part of your skill set, Astrid?
Oh, yes.
Let's just say Astrid here has a very particular set of...
We've done this already.
So
I'm
she
fairly,
can...
I'm fairly
We were
adaptable.
very vague about the specifics of it. So,
Well, I like to leave it up to Astrid to fill in her companions about what it is that she does exactly. But she is
for
very good
clarification,
at
I'll work
infiltration.
with computers and I'll draw pictures of small monsters.
He like sort of like leans over his shoulder and just like, I'm sure you are very skilled.
Astrid will just turn to Michael and just be like, just give him a slight glimpse of the fuck.
It's just like
Just that little stare where it's just like, the fuck have you got going into?
you heard this like raise a hand a little bit and just be like, just
There's like a slight spark there. Virgil, if you look over towards Weston, he's like kind of like interested in you, like maybe he could do illustrations for front pages.
oh god, like a fucking Fabio version of your character, like on the front, just hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Oiled muscles blowing in the breeze. Wait, no, that doesn't. Anyway.
Oiled muscles blowing in the breeze. God, I think
Like
we have
flapping somehow. I don't
Ripley in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, it's a really strong breeze.
No, it's a main character who has cybernetic muscles that only go when he needs to be. Otherwise, it's just fat that hangs off of his body.
Well, no, I just got the most amazing picture, like a muscle, like a super muscly guy in such a wind tunnel that his muscles, just rippling.
Or just like rippling, when his hair is just like full straight on back. You can't even see it.
Gross. Anyway, so Michael Knight's just like, I just simply wanted to add these experts to your team to help you with the actual act of infiltration. It's essentially we are going to be combating these organizations without a show of force. We're going to be looking for something that we can use to remove them from the city peacefully. And if that fails, then we can blackmail them as well.
Perfect. Let's go do some team building exercises.
What do? Oh. All right. Okay.
Interesting.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I figured we'd head back to my apartment, figure out where, I don't know, what were your names? Astrid and Winston?
The name is Waston, sir.
Why is everyone from the mother country now? It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to do another accent.
I'm Italian accent, actually.
Oh, are you Italian accent?
I'm trying to figure it out. It's rough.
I'm not even
I
attempting
guess
an
we're all
Italian
Europeans
accent.
now. Is that what's happening? Very well. All right.
Yes.
We're going to have to figure out where exactly the two of you are staying. Hopefully somewhere in the corporate sector so that we can keep the family in line. And then you're going to tell me what exactly it is the two of you do. And then we'll figure out what exactly we can do together to combine our abilities. From now on, it's set for 2 and Winston.
That was amazing.
All right, Dante, I'll leave this in your capable hands. Astrid, Weston, be good.
Wow, you broke Arthur. Good job,
I mean,
Alphonse.
he's good.
He's completely shattered as a human.
Mr. Fierro, does it need to be said, who is our target?
Apparently our target is no one right now. We'll wait for Michael here to come up with whatever it is we're doing.
Feel free to use these new team members in any way you deem fit until...
Absolutely. Thank you for that
Coleman.
permission.
You're welcome.
I expect a lot of people will be thrown off of roofs, shot off of roofs. We seem to operate at roofs a lot. I feel like Batman has nothing on us.
You see Weston quickly pull out a pen and paper and he writes down rooftop showdown. It's a good idea. And it circles it a couple times. And closes his book, puts it back.
Good.
Are you currently...
Move all scenes to rooftops.
Are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy right now, Winston?
No, I apologize, sir. I
start walking towards them. Let me see that book.
And then I hand it over to you, and it's
I rip the page you just wrote on out of the book. You do not
Okay.
take notes on criminal conspiracies. When I'm talking about
I-
throwing people off of roofs, you don't write it down.
Dante, if I may, I
Yes.
believe he's a writer. I think that.
Oh,
may have been
I snap the book close and hand it back to you, but I still take the piece of paper with the writing on it and I swallow it and eat it. You do not write about when I tell you to throw people off of roofs.
Oh no, just the lighting just inspired me to think of you as a very heroic character in one of my new novels.
That is a terrible mistake.
Well, boss, write what you know is what they say, huh? So, it's probably what he's planning.
So I see opportunity here, and I wrap my arm around his shoulders, and I'm like,
Whose shoulder?
Weston, right?
Oh,
Weston.
Yeah, okay.
Have you considered advertising for certain corporate gigs inside of your novels? Well, you probably shouldn't use me as a hero within these novels. Have you considered having them wear Dante Fierro's Metal Gear Extreme Corporate Edition within it, and talking about the loose-fitting and yet stylish way the Iron Man style suit will fit
Oh, I
and
see.
cool your body?
I see where he's going. Mention the delicious Trump bars here and there, right?
Delicious
Yeah.
Trump bars. Yes, they provide the nutrients that your young hero requires in order to. That's what I'm saying as I guide him towards the elevator.
All right,
You
Dante.
know, I actually think I have heard of those before. Maybe that would be a good idea.
I get him a sample bar from out of my suit pocket.
He's got little tiny ones,
Oh, it's warm. Thank you very much.
Do you eat it?
melty Trump bar.
Do you eat it? Chip?
No, I just pocket it at the moment.
Okay. Dante, give me a luck roll real quick.
Jesus, really?
Best rolls.
Yeah, this is to see whether you get thrown off a building.
Perfect.
Look, I'm gonna buy into that. It's great.
Wow.
Oh, get wrecked! I've succeeded.
All right. So Dante, you have a special ringtone on your phone for when this happens, and it's never happened before. But give me a ringtone or a message tone that would surprise the shit out of you. What would it be?
XCOM, give it to you.
Have you watched the show Gamers 3, Hands of Fate?
No.
All right, I'll get you a link for it. It's called Ninja Dragon Riders. There's a song inside of the show that was a tribute to the end of Dragon Ball Z and the end of Firefly at the same time.
What?
Uh,
Hang on. What? How
Don't
was
worry,
that a
it's a
thing?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that goes off, and it's super loud.
Oh, yeah, I answer my phone.
No, it's just a message. It's just like a message from a server. So you just sold a one of your Metal Gears that you've created for, what was it, 218,000 Eurobucks?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. I just well, that's a lot of money. All right. Well.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. That's your first sale on this super exclusive armor that you bought. It was.
So I'm going
Yeah,
from
so I'm
what-
just it's a very dramatic ringtone there, boss. Everything okay?
Oh yes, that's my online sale ringtone. Apparently, I just netted 200,000 Eurobucks for the sale of one of my business suit Metal Gear Extreme Editions.
Oh, well, drek, man, congratulations. It's amazing. I mean, you say you definitely got to get him in the book. They're selling hot
Congratulations.
already.
I'm feeling very lucky today.
I mean, do you know who the purchaser was? A big name or just some...
Yes, apparently it's Kim Jong-un.
Actually, I'm rolling. It's his name is Tavel Cunningham.
Apparently it's some Pratt from the old country.
He
old
has
money.
So
Okay.
this is if you wanted to, Dante, you could find this person and interact with him.
No, I care nothing for it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so yeah, you guys, I guess, head back down to floor 11, and you get all your. You didn't actually leave the guns with the security. You left it in the car, yeah.
I mean, I left mine in the car.
All right, yeah, cool. So you guys head back to your car.
Yeah, I get my Swiss Army knife.
It's on the top of the pile. It's very.
I'm
easy to
curious if our newcomers are impressed by the vast wealth of weapons that Typical brings with him as Einar.
I'm also wondering if they notice that it's an actual Swiss and not like a knockoff.
Mm-hmm. It's got the little cross and everything.
Yeah, they cost like $10 more than the knockoff ones.
I was actually
The
going to say.
most you get from Astrid is the raised eyebrow. Just
Well, I was going to say for Weston, as he goes to the security desk, he picks up like 2 or 3 duffel bags and a very large riot shield, huffs it over his back, throws those over his other shoulder, and starts walking out.
Astrid pulls a small overnight bag from somewhere. It's classy and leather.
Is it like obviously poking guns out hither and thither in your duffel bags? Weston?
I mean, 2 of them look like they're very chunky, if you would, and then the other one does kind of clink as if there were some metal parts in it, like weapons. I'm sure Einar could distinguish that. With
All right, Einar, give me a, if you will.
Awareness notice?
No. It would be a combat sense check, please. Fucking what?
I don't know why it's plus 24.
Oh, because does it add your? That's super weird. I think it adds like your reflex to it as well or something. Yeah.
I mean, my reflex is 12.
So let's just go with the fact that you rolled an 8 and a 10. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got an 18. That's pretty good. So wait.
Yeah, you can tell in 2 of them are. It seems to be just different types of armor. One of them leans down a lot more heavily than the other one, and then the other one it's clinking along like there's a large rifle inside of it.
So the first thing that comes to mind is like you're instantly annoyed at how he is carrying the weapons. Like it's not.
I mean, I am personally annoyed at how he's carrying weapons.
Yeah.
So
you don't just put them in a duffel bag and then put it over your shoulder.
I'm going to throw these expensive pieces of precision machinery into a duffel bag.
Yeah.
I got it.
Probably the rounds are chambered and everything. It's like you just.
It's okay, you put a sock over the end of each barrel.
Well, maybe the gun's in like a hard case.
It's like a golf club cup.
No, we'll say the gun is in a hard case. That's probably more realistic than just a duffel bag. But the armor is definitely in a duffel bag because that doesn't need to be folded around too much.
Okay. All right. I like the idea. Just a garbage bag over your shoulder.
Yeah, Astrid's gonna sort of like take 5 minutes, just pop in sort of like into a room somewhere and come out dressed down a bit, less business,
Okay. All right.
more casual.
So, did we rode here in the VTOL, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So Dante's driving back.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys make it. I guess you're heading. Are you heading to any like bar or something?
Going to the roof to introduce these new people to roof combat.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we've set up several dummies to throw off the roof.
To see how far they can throw them off the roof to prove they're worthy.
And dummies of different like height and weights, and you know.
Okay.
So I ask one of the 5 butlers who works for the building to bring me several like Hawaiian chairs and tiki torches and bottles of Glenguli or something.
Glenguli, all right.
Yeah, and then as the sun sets on the city skyline, we're going to sit up here with tiki torches, throw stuff off the roof, and talk about what exactly their personal skills are.
So I want to do a flashback real quickly here. I just imagine like this is something that you used to do all the time when you first moved here, Dante. And except you had one of your. Did you name your butler like the main one?
No.
No. So anyway.
I constantly switch between them.
Yeah. So your main butler was like standing up there as you were like throwing dinner plates or something off the roof, like frisbee style. And he's like, good throw, sir. And you're just like, like as you're flying back, maybe like the memory sticks in your brain, and that's why you wanted to do this again. So, like the moment you tell your butler to go get the tiki torches, he's like, "Are you having another throwing party, sir?"
I am indeed, and I'd like to make sure we don't throw any living people off the roof. So, I don't know, restrict access to all of those lower class peons.
Chicken wings, boss. We can throw the bones off. That sounds fun.
That's disgusting.
That is quite disgusting. Yes.
No, we'll just throw pillows, human-sized pillows off.
So he'll he'll bring up like the clay pigeon, essentially.
Body
It's in the box with the rest of the other tiki torches and stuff like that. That's in the.
Oh yeah, we just have the Aloha Party box for.
Yeah.
And I need to greet new people.
So as you land, he's standing there with like maybe there's like two other people that are setting up this like party or whatever. So there's like a bunch of finger food and like there's like several boxes of like clay pigeons and stuff like that on the roof and when I say clay pigeons, I mean like the frisbee ones and not like a clay pigeon that you throw off. So yeah, welcome to Einar's pizza party, I guess. I mean not Einar's, I mean Dante Fierro's pizza party.
So,
Interesting.
Weston, Astrid, I say as I like choke slam somebody off the roof.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your particular set of skills or whatever ridiculous phrase we're using now.
Weston, would you care to go first?
Sure, sir. I've performed in the military police service for quite a while now.
Which military?
Not military. Sorry. Just Nightcity police department.
Like, I'm good with like similes, metaphors, adjectives.
Quickly rose the ranks, and my writing interest has proven quite pertinent for the department for writing down security procedures and protocols that different officers would abide by. I've also served on several different security details. Me myself, I'm more of a. Then he just like kind of like rolls out the duffel bag and he just kind of like I guess shows off some like pulls out the chest plate of his armor.
Should you be transporting your weapons like that? I'm not exactly an expert, but
It's not weapon, it's armor.
Oh.
I brought along with me my own personal riot armor, and he like pulls it out, and it's like extremely thick personal armor and whatnot. With like for the arms, it's got like metal locking joints and everything like that.
Is it Metal Gear armor or is it Riot armor?
It's riot armor.
Okay.
It's actually stronger than Metal Gear.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's,
not
it's
many people have
considerably
access to
heavy.
that particular piece of equipment. I find, however, that the brochures indicate that it is difficult to aim and shoot while wearing such armor.
That is correct. On most of my squads, I performed more as a frontman, and he kind of pulls out, like shovels off the riot shield that he had. So it's like a giant riot shield.
Excellent. You know, one thing we have been lacking is people who are good at eating bullets.
Yes, that's usually what I performed. I was more of a frontman breaching into places, and then he pulls out like the two weapons that he has: Constitution Arms multi-ammunition pistol. So it's like a police gun that's able to fire 6 different rounds, quick swapping between. They're not effective on highly armored targets. And then restraint caster. And then for the particular difficult individuals, he pulls out like the big old weapons case, opens it up. It's a gyro sniper rifle with armor and piercing incendiary weapons. Once it pierces armor, it sets the target ablaze. Usually takes down cyber cycles quite quickly.
Wow. So I want
to get that gun. Says
to walk behind him while he's standing at like the edge of the roof and like slap him on the back really hard, so maybe he stumbles a little bit, and be like, "I feel like having you around as a bullet sponge is going to be very good. Now, how about you, Astrid? What is it you do, since you don't seem to be wearing heavy armor and a riot shield?"
Oh no, my specialities lie more towards infiltration, seduction, disguise. I've had some work done. I'm able to change my appearance fairly dramatically over the course of a day or so. I can also mimic voices to a certain degree, and I have certain pheromone emitters that again help with the seduction and getting close to people. And I have a little
That is
surprise as well.
extremely disturbing to me.
Really?
It's a religious thing. Don't worry about it too much.
Oh,
I'm sure we'll use
I
it.
have one more little surprise up my sleeve, but it would be more fun to demonstrate, perhaps. Can I? Would any of you care to volunteer?
Absolutely not.
No.
And
Yeah, I've been drinking.
Band,
so-
volunteer.
So, yeah, I definitely volunteer. I've been drinking. Like, all right, yes, I'm ready. Where do I stand?
Come here.
So I just
Closer.
walk like a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'm just basically gonna just walk up to you and just French kiss you.
You know he's
yeah.
got fucked up lips right now, right? Like probably scabby.
That's fine
like,
because I'm just like,
blistered lips.
yeah, no, full French kiss.
So what are you doing
and
here?
I like let her dip me a little bit.
Has Band ever been kissed before?
Yeah, I mean,
Plenty of times.
Band came with us
Okay,
to the crazy
and-
sex party thing.
I don't know if he actually.
and Dave,
Yeah.
Dave, how does that work then? The nano lips thing.
So
I hope it clears up my little lip problem. If that's the.
let me
Completely
Yes,
removes your
it's-
lips and replaces them with piranhas that eat your brain.
Brain piranhas. But
All right, so let's see. Causes unconsciousness in victim's kiss. Body fluids need to be transferred. So I need you to make for me.
Resist drugs and.
Yeah,
torture?
so that's like resist
gosh.
drugs, torture, in cool skills,
Don't-
please.
I don't think I'm.
So if that's the case, just roll a basic cool.
Yeah,
And your
right,
difficulty will go up an extra batch because you don't actually have the skill. So you'll be looking at a 20.
Okay, what was the?
It's resist drugs, torture. So just roll cool, please.
Just roll cool. All right.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, she kisses you, and to everyone else, it kind of basically just looks like so not Dante. Ben Mortar gets kissed, and he just like maybe he sort of like leans into it a little bit.
I did kiss him and just gently lower him to the ground.
Yeah, he just like passes out. He's like, ah.
And I'll just sort of turn back and just like dab my lips slightly.
Yeah, I'm immediately like loudly snoring because I'm on my back.
I want to be clear here. I am married, but for the purposes of running this team, I do need to know, what are we talking here? When you say altering appearances, like D cup, double D cup, like
mostly facial. I mean, other aspects.
all right.
You see Weston
always
like raise a
pattern.
hand.
Yeah, just
Yes, Weston.
Yeah.
stop the bra.
Am I allowed to take notes? This sounds very interesting for a new novel that I'm working on.
I will make a deal with you, Weston.
I'm all ears, sir.
If anything that you write gets me in trouble with the law, I now will shoot you in the head. You can take all of the notes you want with the requisite knowledge that you will be shot in the head. Probably from, what's your best shot so far? Kilometer with that beast that penetrates armor?
Penetrates what? Oh.
600 meters.
2.2 kilometers.
You won't see it coming. As long as you are cognizant that any notes you take may also end your life, feel free to use us as, I don't know, research material.
I'll do my due diligence.
Weston, perhaps it would be
Sir.
best if Band were to proofread your work at the end of every day.
That's more than appropriate.
That sounds wise.
Just to make sure we
Somebody-
have no accidents.
Weston, kick Band in the stomach until he's awake.
Do I have an antidote, by the way, Dave?
Do I have an antidote? Because we won't wake up for 6 hours otherwise.
I've got tons and tons.
Would you like to have an antidote? Because you can. We'll
I mean,
establish it here.
You
Like,
can kick him in the stomach if you want. It's just not going to help.
What do you say, Dave?
If you want to have an antidote, we can establish that you do. We just need to know
Yeah,
how
I
you
just got like a
carry
little spray, and I just like.
So it's like in a
sort of like
perfume bottle or something like that.
Yeah. Just
No,
like
it's just
squeeze his mouth.
mace. You just get a little mace in the eyes, and they wake right up.
So I'm gonna say that's fine. That this is sort of like a generic. So if for everyone playing at home and for everyone who's playing with us right now, the way that Astrid works is that she has very unique nanomachines inside her body. If you don't mind me explaining, Astrid, I can go ahead and explain what those do. Yep. So the first one is that her nanomachines allow her to completely change her facial structure, including bones and hair and all that sort of stuff, to be anything she wants, sex or otherwise. She can change to look like a male almost completely. However, it takes 2 days and it's a very painful procedure. So she can basically look like Virgil if she wanted to. She uses this
And
to
who wouldn't, really?
Yeah. And she uses this to infiltrate places. Along with her audio vox voice synthesizer, she can very much mimic people almost precisely. She can
She can change facial features.
Yes, she can.
Yeah, everything else has to be like padding. Like if I wanted to, like,
Right. Do you actually have
I'd have to
disguise?
find-
Ranks in the disguise skill?
Yeah.
She does.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes.
It also gives her a +3 to disguise when it's in use.
Gotcha.
So it's more like a
+3 to wearing a fat guy suit.
yeah. So
Plus the nanopheromones as well, which
Yeah.
adds to
So
seduction.
yeah,
gonna do it.
nanopheromones are like she can release secrete smells and stuff like that help with her seduction checks against particular targets, and she also has the nanolips, which is like literally body fluids needs to be exchanged, by whatever means. It doesn't matter as long as body fluids can be put into someone else's body, then the nanomachines can literally knock unconscious that person. So the way that we're going to do the
Drink my
spray.
tears.
Yeah, the way that we're going to do the spray is that this spray, it actually like removes or circumnavigates the nanomachines outside of your body. So it'll counteract the pheromones and also counteract the nanomachines put into someone else. You also have, if you remember correctly, she has skin weave, right? But she has the ability to use her nanomachines to change the how thick the skin weave is at any point. It does take a day or so to actually do that. So she can go from 12 SP all the way up to 20. It takes an entire day to make that procedure happen, though. And it does fall into the same problems that skin weave has, which is to say the higher she goes, the more visible it is through her skin and stuff like that. So by default, she just has 12, but she can go all the way up to 20. And that's pretty much how her nanomachines work. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then I just start like blinking awake, and I like realize I'm like on the ground. She's like standing above me with like this spray.
I'll help you up. I'll be like, come on.
Make for me real quickly just a basic seduction check, if you would, Fuzzy. I want to see how enamored.
Yeah. Well, already. I mean, I have a line ready. I'm like, well, new member of the team's quite a knockout. Boy.
Where the fuck is seduction?
It's under empathy.
Empathy.
10 sides.
Sorry,
Yep. And did we add your extra stuff to it? Yeah. Ooh. Empathy. Okay, so Virgil, band, you actually have the exact opposite effect. This kiss.
Did she like accidentally mispronounce like a tech word or something? So it's like, oh, it's gone. Oh, good night. It's gone.
No, so basically, they are violently opposed to anything you want. So basically,
that bitch knocked me out.
No. Even better. Does Ban maybe think that she's gonna become the new second in command? Like she's way more capable than he is.
Oh God, yeah.
But you're
Way more
also,
capable.
you're 100% not in the slightest sexually attracted to Astrid.
Okay.
Like, not in the slightest.
moment.
Like, almost to the point where you're just like, you're violently opposed to everything that she has at the
Oh,
moment.
is this
yeah.
where-
She violated you. She violated you.
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't ready for it.
Well, no.
She put the bad. She put the bad tongue on you.
No, this is where the Pokemon Jinx equivalent comes from. He gets the idea for the character in his head.
Oh, shit.
So I finish off with bottles of alcohol, and then I just throw it into the street next to the two homeless people that we know are always in that one particular spot.
Yeah, so maybe they're having like a conversation about like, you know. Oh,
Do we
yeah.
ever throw them sky chickens? They stay there because we feed them like whole roasted chickens every now and then.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, the two guys in the alley.
I feel like we like airship them down stuff. We like put little parachutes on it so it lands without destroying the chickens. So that they...
Yeah.
Do they have like an inside out umbrella?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, to catch all the goodies.
God, this cat is literally just parading in front of you right now.
Yep.
Tomorrow we are going to
Look,
be
this monster.
holding the equivalent of time trials to see who will be the new second in command of this team, so
I
that
understand.
everyone will also get a chance to see each other's skills and actions. We are going to have the following agenda. Tonight, I'm going to need you, Aina, to identify the location of a medium-sized gang drug hideout. We are going to liberate the area of its drugs and eliminate all of the gang members inside. So, once we have that, tomorrow morning, we will be sending Astrid in first to eliminate the doorman after getting herself inside. The follow-up team is going to be Mr. Weston and Aina, who will be the breach and clear, and at the back door will be myself and Ben Morda. Ben will be attempting to tap into any local communications and information systems, and I will be holding the area with the chain grenade launcher.
I forgot
Is
you had
everyone
that
in
fucking
agreement
thing.
and understanding of this plan?
Mr. Fierro, it's a waste of my talents. Ben is better at rooting around and finding information.
Did I say?
You
Oh.
asked.
I mean, don't you know?
Ah,
where to
yes.
get-
No. I do not need that kind of information. I need the kind of physical drug level information that you can provide.
What? Just where to get the good stuff.
I'll go
Lock it
crush
out.
up some drug dealers tonight.
Indeed, when you find someone with a good stash or haul or whatever it is the kids are calling it these days, and make sure they seem like very bad drug dealers, not like the kind of people who are selling prescription drugs for slightly more like cancer drugs to old ladies. Find the really bad people who are like shooting other people in the streets so we can shoot them.
Dave, would I be able to use
Seems
my
noble
authority?
cause.
Would I be able to use my authority to make a call to people that I know within the precinct to get me
Yeah.
information on?
I was just about to suggest that.
Authority is when someone is like not moving their car.
Okay.
You can
Do you
say,
not have any contacts like in the fucking? I'm gonna
I mean,
turn
I
look at
have-
Weston and be like,
Yeah, no, I literally have contacts in the police. And I
"You were a cop. Can't you find these people? Don't you?"
No,
already
I could.
know
I just
them?"
don't know if I would roll anything for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying to you as Einar, saying to Weston as Einar. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would have contacts. I'd served as a security chief for a while. So
All right, answering character is what he's
If
saying.
we need, by the way, if we do need information from people, I am somewhat good at extracting information from individuals.
we need them to be conscious. Hold on a second. You-
I look at my incredibly expensive Swiss watch, made out of pure gold, handcrafted, and I'm just like, you have 4 hours. The person who brings back the best gang, whatever, gets a cookie or something. I'm going to be talking to the building supervisor. I will be renting out all of the remaining rooms at the top of this building. Each of you will have your own private section of 2 rooms you can do whatever with.
I already have an apartment.
Yes, you live here now.
Mr. Fierro, instead of going this wild goose chase to find some nebulous drug dealer, while you
wait.
buy these levels of this building, we need to talk about increasing our ability to defend our in place.
Tomorrow. after the mission.
Very well.
I know it is very important to me that I am cognizant of the skills of everyone available, and I find it surprising that you would not like to learn more about Weston and Astrid's skills in person by watching their actions.
Oh, I'm behind the mission. That's fine. Killing drug dealers, taking their stuff, whatever. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Weston's a cop. She's a whatever, an infiltrator, an infiltratrix.
You've been reading chat, haven't you?
I turn to Weston and I'm like, that is the name of a novel right there.
I do
Good answer.
insertions.
I actually had
I'm
an
sure
idea
you
for
do.
a novel called 50 Shades of Chrome. But sadly, it was snatched away from me.
I really
Yeah,
feel like
almost away.
Infiltratrix, I do insertions as some sort of half woman, half medical robot spy. I think this could work for you. Anyway, all four of you see what you can dig up, find these things. After the mission tomorrow, assuming everyone is still alive, we will talk about securing this building as a compound. Make sure you're moved in here on the top floor. Pick any 2 rooms you want. Maintain your apartment, Astrid, as a safe house in case you need to fall back from here. I assure you, Michael is definitely paying you enough to do so, as I am providing these rooms out of my new Metal Gear fund.
Of course. Thank you very much for your generosity, sir.
All right. With that note, let's take another break, and we'll come back to whatever fucking gangbangers are gonna roll on this time.
Oh, we're gonna get him.
We gonna get them.
It's not if we're gonna get him. We're gonna give it to him.
X gonna give it to him.
I'll give it to you.
Hello, coming out.
First things first, who wants to find the drug dealers?
I will just like go out onto the streets because I want to like find local drug dealers in the area.
Excuse me, local drug dealers.
I'm just gonna like
Hello?
look for
Looking
some
for drugs?
scummy looking guys.
Wait. Can I just? Band had a pop-up in his web browser, and it's like drug dealers are looking for you in your area.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh wait, there's a
These local drug
coincidence?
dealers.
I'm like, oh, and Hot Mom's is wheel. Oh, interesting.
Never shoot up alone.
Yeah. So I just like
Shoot up with these hot chicks.
casually
Oh,
walk
that
up
would
to some.
totally be an actual business in Night City.
Yeah.
Drug buddies.
Shoot up with hot chicks in your area.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm writing that the fuck down. That's great. That's gonna be a real business now. You fucking shoot up with like girls in like lingerie. Oh, that's like you remember that?
They're not
High class.
actually girls.
Do you
For high
remember?
class drug addicts.
Do you remember
Oh
that?
god, it's literally like any fucking hacking movie, like Swordfish.
Yeah, exactly. But do you remember? It's an actual thing that people made in real life. It's that service where you can pay to play a video game with a model, and she's like over webcam, but she just has like lingerie on. Do you remember? That's a real thing. I remember that. I'm not crazy.
Dave, have you used that?
Yes. For
Okay.
science.
Yeah.
For science. For science.
You've gone slightly pink.
That
Same.
is the blood going to my head from my penis. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So we've got Ban walking around doing hearts and minds. Is anyone else trying to find some drug dealers?
Oh, I'm gonna go find some drug dealers.
Now, I think Anna is the best person here for finding drug dealers.
I know so many drug dealers already.
Are you going to throw any of those drug dealers under the bus?
Oh fuck yeah, I am. Under as many heavy vehicles as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna look and be like, oh friend, yes, it's been a while.
Under the bus isn't really our style. Off the roof. It's
Yeah.
In a bus,
Off the roof of
off
the
the
bus?
roof.
off the roof of the bus, in front of the bus, and then under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that'd be an interesting scene of Einar, who's fully composed, trying to reenact his old ways.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyone else trying to find drug dealers?
I'm gonna save myself for the actual seduction. I think.
Giggity.
In fact, I'm gonna. Hang on, how long have we got? It's only got a few hours, haven't we?
An hour and a half left. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna dress down then.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a. If you're gonna be, like, are you? What is your intention with your dressing?
Just to sort of like blend in with drug dealers. So just like sort of like ripped jeans and a.
Okay. Do you
crop
have
leather
any
jacket.
wardrobe and style?
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, then you just sort of dress casually. You just. It's not like.
just sort of like something. Yeah. I just want to look unremarkable.
So the
Let's say.
problem with like not having a skill and then saying that you dress a particular way means that you can't do that. That's pretty much Night
Okay,
City.
I'll just
I mean,
dress
I
down.
can help you dress fancy. I happen to be an expert at it.
She wants to dress like someone scummy who like looks the part of like someone who would probably blow someone for a line of coke.
I mean, I have.
I'm wondering, Dave, if
Yeah.
I can get a situational bonus because I have big, like, burned scabs on my lips.
To what? To what? What do you want to get? To what role? What is this
To
role?
find a drug dealer.
Do you have streetwise?
I hope so. Street deal. Germany, martial art. Not technical. Where is it?
Gravely regretting.
Cool skills, bottom one.
Yeah, it's under cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. I have streetwise.
How many points?
2.
Okay, I'll give you. Yeah, if you need persuasion or fast talk, you can have a +1 to that
Okay.
in this situation. But give me a streetwise, and Einar, give me a streetwise as well.
I'm just like walking around, like talking to people, like.
Einar, you can have. You
got
can have.
my blue glaze. Just looking for some glaze, you know, mate.
Einar, you can also have a +3 to yours as well, so you're at a 15.
Okay.
I'll kind of roll up to Dante and be like, Dante, so what do the dealers wear around here?
I'm glad you asked. I happen to be an expert at fashion. Here's my website, dantefiero.info.
Oh, fascinating.
Is this the one with the penis on the front, or is this a different one?
I mean, it does
Yeah.
have a dick pic, but it is tastefully concealed several scroll downs.
Is it like one of those things where if it loads slow enough, like the thing that was covering your penis, like doesn't
It's
show
like
up,
down
and then you
and
can
slide
see
back up.
Yeah, exactly. And I will wardrobe and style for 25.
Oh.
And I'm like, yes, you have to understand, the fishnets have to be torn in this specific pattern. They like to
Right.
embed Morse code in the fishnets so that they understand that you are a person from their neighborhood.
Ah, indeed. Okay, yes.
I'm mighty
It's
suspicious
quite
of that
skanky enough.
woman.
And if you have pheromones, you're specifically going to want to tune them to like wife beater redneck level for this neighborhood.
Heavy-handed, I get you. Yes.
Exactly. Perfect. I mean, you look
Have to
for
overwhelm the BO. It's fine. Yes. Oh, nose plugs. Yes. There we go.
Okay, so
perfect. You look like you fit in down there. I will leave a message with my doorman to make sure that they let you back in.
now are you attempting to be like looking for a score, Astrid? Is that what you're going for?
I'm probably just going to saunter around and sort of like. I'll just be sort of on the street waiting to get the nod. So I'll just sort of like loiter on street corners and smoke cigarettes. But in fact, I will buy some terrible cigarettes. and
So
smoke
okay,
them.
let's say we find some drug dealers, right? Is your intention to walk up and attempt to look for a score from them?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So intentionally, what we're looking for here is we're looking for some sort of like holding place or like a warehouse or like drug den or something. Yeah, that's where you want to hit up, Dante.
I mean, whatever it takes, yes.
I
Okay.
do not understand why Einar even has to make a roll. He buys industrial quantities of drugs on a monthly basis.
So this is specifically you knowing, for example, if you talk
And
to
you have to do it
someone,
faster than us, right?
like you can call them, right?
If the day that Einar cannot fucking buy drugs faster than Ban Morta is the day that I hang up my cyber whatever, my cyberpunk keyboard.
All right, I will grant you that fact. You know who to call, but whether or not they're willing to out where they're holding the mass quantities of drugs that you order on a monthly basis. Which
I'm not trying to get them to give that to me over the phone. I want to get a face-to-face meeting, and then I'm gonna beat it out of them.
That works. Okay.
I'm glad I have such competent employees.
So yeah, you run into Fisham, who is your
Fisham?
your old dealer. You know.
Okay.
No need to write down the name. He'll be dead. And
Soon.
No, I'm writing it down because that's a great name. Fisham. Anyway, so
remember what's her name, and we threw her off the roof.
yeah,
Oh,
she
the
was a
greatest
really good-
NPC ever.
Only the greatest NPC ever. Yeah.
Like, Fisham, so good to see you again. How have the gods been treating you?
Ah,
I mean,
Dante. I mean, not fuck.
Dante, have you heard what Dante's been doing?
Yeah, he's holding up he's like literally browsing Dante's website when you roll up on his phone. He's just like, yeah, I know. Hey, yeah, let me guess, you're a little early this month though, but
I don't know if you heard, but Lady Freya passed on to the next world, and we had quite a wake for her. Many drugs were consumed.
oh, is that why you're out of drugs? You want some more of that shit, huh?
I need, we need so many drugs. We could be doubling, maybe even tripling your business, Fisham.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I'm more than willing to help you consume them.
Oh, I can see you know my employer, Dante Fierro.
He
Powerful man, a
he's
rich
like-
man. a
he's
man
like
who's
looking
willing
at
to
the
patronize
website.
people such as yourself.
He's like looking at the website. He's like, I tell you what, if you can let me meet the guy and maybe get an autograph or something like that, I'd be more than willing to throw in a couple of extra, shots of the old stinkum,
You have to understand, Fishams. You have to think. I'm gonna put my heavy Metal Gear arm over his tiny ratty shoulders.
Yeah, he like stands up. He was standing up, and you put your arm over him, and it like visibly pushes him down because of how heavy it is.
I'm gonna start squeezing him in tighter, like by the head and neck. Like, Fishams, you have to understand. This is a very powerful man, a man who you can't afford to insult.
I just want
He doesn't want to deal. Do you know why I'm here speaking with you, Fishams? He doesn't want to deal with street level people. He wants to deal with somebody a little higher, somebody his equivalent. Do you understand, Fishams?
Oh, well, I mean, I give me a fast talk real quick.
I'm trying to intimidate him, not
Oh,
fast talk.
intimidate him? Okay, give me intimidate then. Yeah.
I gave you 21.
Fuck. Okay. Sure. He's just like, I personally know people who are like, higher level.
You and me are good friends, Fishams. I would hate to see you crushed beneath Dante's heel, your family wiped out.
Yeah, I thought we were great friends.
We're great friends. It would hurt me personally, Fishams, to see your blood spattered in the gutters of the street, your brains sprayed along
You're
the
getting
wall.
very specific.
Oh, am I? I'm so sorry. It's the grief. You understand, I am mad with grief over the loss of Zephyr.
You can always put drugs inside of your grief holes.
And that is what we intend on doing. But to do that, Dante needs to meet with someone important. Someone who is holding, Fisham. Someone who's holding a lot. Do you understand?
He like looks up at you with his big brown ratty eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he blinks a couple of times and he's like, I think I can I think I
Good.
understand.
Good. Which hand do you dial with?
Which hand do I dial with? Well,
Yes.
my right hand, obviously.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna take his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take out anti-tank grenades, slap it in the palm of his hand, and start duct taping it shut.
What is this? Some sort of frisbee or something like that?
And I'm gonna pull the pin out, so his hand is still on the paddle, so it's not gonna release. Like, I'll give this back to you when you've made the calls and you've made the arrangements for him to meet.
He like looks at his hand and he's like, what exactly did you put in my hand?
Don't worry about it. It's like spinning the ring around my finger. I need you to make those calls. I know your family relies on you, Fisham. I know that your young daughters and your wife.
Look, I lie about that shit all the time. I don't actually have any. I just tell people that.
Oh, well, tell you what, Fishams. You do this for me. You do this for Mr. Fierro. It won't be forgotten. Your enemies in this area, taken care of. Your ability to peddle your drugs in the streets, doubled, tripled, quadrupled. Think about what you could do with patronage of someone like me or like Mr. Fierro.
I'm pretty sure I already sell you drugs.
I'm talking about protection, Fish. I'm talking about distribution. I'm talking about a network, more than just this little rinky-dink.
So he does that dumb fucking gangster thing that he's like, don't worry, I've got protection already. He like lifts up his shirt and he's got like Thug Life or whatever printed on his stomach, and he's got like a gun, like just like some fucking piece of shit handgun that he bought from like some street vendor. It's like cracked and stuff.
It's one of Barash's first prototypes.
I wouldn't even say that. It's not even a prototype. It's like some fucking, like literally some guy got killed in the street, left his gun in the gutter. Some guy picked it up and sold it to him for a line of blow.
Got you.
Like that's what this type of gun is, you know.
I'm just gonna slap him lightly in the face and be like, Fishams, focus. You call your distributor. You set up a meeting with Dante. You give me the location, and then you go, you know what? I'm gonna peel off like a couple €100. Like, then you go and you lay low for a while, get out of sight, let people forget, let everything die down, and when you come back, you're gonna be set. You're gonna be made, Fisham. I'm just gonna like wave the Eurobucks in front of his face.
I mean, he puts down his shirt and he's just like, I'm gonna always be able to take your money. You realize that? I don't understand what this thing is. He waves like the fucking landmine in front of your face.
the fucking wrapped up football of his hand of duct tape. Yeah.
He's like, I'll make a call or two. You want to talk to my boss? I can do that. He like pulls out his flip phone. He like flips it up. It like creaks with like fucking.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, it's gross. It's like he's
just meth dust and skin cells.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he calls him up and he's just like, hey, yeah, it's Fisham. Yeah, you know, you're the guy that runs on the corner of Mason and Jerk. Yeah. How do I look, I mean, everyone has your number, right? Well, anyway, do you know who Dante Fierro is? No? Oh. I mean, he's very important. Okay. I mean, if you just Google his name, F-E... no, I-E. My bad. Yeah, I-E... R-O. Fierro, yeah. Yes, it's spelt like, you know, the devil Dante.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone, Fisham. Give it now.
Hang on, I'm almost done.
I'm gonna take the fucking phone from him.
Okay, yep. You take the phone from it.
I'm gonna hold him up against the wall with one arm and be like, who am I speaking to? I need
Yo, who the fuck is this on the phone? I was still in Fisham voice. Who the fuck is this?
My name is Einar. I bought much of your product in the past few years. Now I'm trying to arrange for a mutually beneficial purchase, a large purchase, a bulk order, if you will. I'm not asking for any wholesale.
Like
price.
what? You want a school bus filled with drugs?
No.
I can get you a school bus filled with drugs. I have a school bus. Hey, fill that shit full of drugs.
I need a location we can meet. I need the total amount of drugs in pounds. Oh, I'm sorry, not in
Pounds.
pounds. The total amount of drugs in kilograms.
Thank you. Yo, we use the metric system here in the west coast of America.
That's a reasonable.
Yeah, after the great metric wars of 2020.
I mean, once you get to a small enough amount of drugs, you actually just switch off of metric. And
I mean, in the actual lore of Cyberpunk 2020, Europe launched a fucking meteorite to the United States. So,
And it had a new metric system inside of the meteorite.
Exactly. It was a chemically created disease that infected all Americans. The metric system.
no,
was,
we're
uh,
just scared of them because they can launch meteorites at us.
So yeah, he's just like,
It's a legitimate tactic.
no, hold up. You want to buy a lot of drugs from me? That's cool. I understand. That's cool. I got
Look,
you. I
listen,
got you.
listen. I don't care what your deal or what your price is. 200,000 Eurobucks for as many drugs as you can get us. Give me a time and a location.
Now hold up. I got a deal for you, brother. You sound like the type of guy who has a lot of money because you just told me you do.
as sharp as a tack.
Yeah, I'm impressed with myself actually. It's like, now what if I told you that there's a new beat going around, a new stick 'em, a new slurp. You interested?
I don't care what it is.
Oh, you're gonna be interested in this one. This one is good shit.
Okay, perfect. 200,000 Eurobucks, unmarked bills.
Listen, that's not gonna get you a lot, but it's gonna get you some of this.
Bulk order. 200,000 Eurobucks is more than you make in 2 years of business. Don't think I don't know how much people spend.
Nah, this shit's
How much-
new, man.
How
This
much
shit
of my
is
money
new.
I've spent on your drugs?
Yeah, you buy that shit, I'll sell you all the coke you want, man. That's not a problem.
Fine.
stuff
Give
is
me a location where we
experimental.
can meet. Bring as many of your crew or your posse as you would
Yo,
like.
you know that statue in the park that looks like a man who's like
No parks,
dropping
a
poop?
private location. Do you think we're stupid?
I mean, the park is pretty private. It's where I do all my drug deals.
Somewhere else. A building. An enclosed location.
Fine. Starbucks next to the building, next to the statue. Yeah.
You know what? No. Do this. I will give him the location of our warehouse. Bring the drugs here. Bring your posse here.
You mean that sweet new warehouse you guys got that you blew up?
I mean, we only partially blew it up.
It's
It
true.
was really more electrified.
We fixed it.
And it was electrified. There was a couple anti-personnel grenades that went off in there. Nothing big.
Okay. I'm willing to believe that. You also electrified the floor. Yep, that's a big enough dump to do this in. Sure.
Oh, yeah. So give him that location. Give him a time tomorrow around 1. That way we can have a little early morning breakfast and team building before we go murder people.
Sounds good. All right, yeah, you guys go do you. Yep, you've got a meet and greet, and you're gonna buy some experimental drugs from this guy, I guess. Supposedly.
I mean, you really should have said the roof of the Starbucks.
Hey
Oh,
man,
can't
I
believe
ain't
that
gonna go up
landed.
to no
I'm
roof.
actually shocked
You know,
that
you know the
still had
satellites up
anything
there.
behind it.
They take pictures of people on the Earth,
Mhm.
and if you're on a roof, you're closer to the satellites. It means the pictures are better quality. What
As
do you
far as
want?
I'm concerned, Einar's done. If you want to do Band and Astrid,
Okay, so you guys are gonna meet tomorrow at the old explosion warehouse that you have.
There's
when-
a warehouse where they store explosions? I
Yes.
I mean,
that
yes,
is
we
exactly-
do store explosions there for sure. Do not doubt that.
Something's going to go pop there tomorrow. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys just want to fast forward to that? Because we totally can.
I kind of considered peeing on Weston, but instead I think
That'd be inappropriate.
I was kind of.
You
thinking
haven't
there'd be
peed
a
on
scene
anyone in
where-
a long time.
I'm aware.
I was kind of thinking there would be a scene where I try to go talk to some drug dealers.
Sure. Yeah.
and,
Like.
and then I'm forced to like take blue glass.
Like, prove me you're not a cop.
And then I'm hallucinating for the rest of the episode. But we can skip that, and I'm just hallucinating for the rest of the episode.
Very good. You're gonna make a very convincing like addict.
You know,
'Cause
the only
you
thing that I
actually
wanted to
are.
do with Weston was hopefully with INR and just be like, what band of communications do we use for two-way headsets? Or do we use anything like those communications?
No.
Okay.
No.
If Dante wishes you to communicate with us, he will give you the information that you require.
Okie dokie. Turning on, and I guess he like fiddles with his helmet and turns on like external audio or whatever it is.
Do you have bunny ears or anything like that?
No, it's like a legit cop patrol helmet, just kind of customed out.
He
So it's
turns on external audio with an external monologue. He's like, turning on external audio. Initiating external monologue.
I put on my helmet and turn on my
Gosh,
external
these guys
audio.
really are dicks. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah. Weston's heart felt like the ash left after a long fire. Like just the noir monologue.
Yeah, noir monologue as we're like, yeah.
well, no, there
She
might be
was
like
a killer dame, literally.
no, there might be like a kind of scene where everybody's out doing this, and he's just like sitting there like scribbling his notes. And he's just like and just talking over a scene where he met somebody who could be seen as like a potential ally, but potential rival at the same time. And
Mhm.
you know, it's like one of those faded scenes on a rooftop, both of them standing on either edge, one illuminated by the moonlight himself, and then the other one shrouded in darkness, a mysterious figure.
I hate your character already. It's great.
I love it so much. It's so good.
Do you want me to roll a composition? This is work on my novel, man.
You know what? Sure. What is your intent? Like, okay, explain to me your intent with your novels. Do you sell them online?
He writes short novels. He's hoping that somebody will eventually pick them up and watch.
he's
Is
gonna
this
get
going
discovered.
to be sent into a publisher?
Well, he's hoping that somebody finds him, but mostly he just like has his own like he just posts on like literary boards or whatever, and he just posts his short novels.
Okay.
And he has a high enough skill that that he does have a very active fan base. I haven't figured out his online moniker, but he's just hasn't found a publisher or anybody to actually produce his work so he can make it sellable.
So that's sort of like a rocker boy style, right? I mean, like if you're a rocker boy, you could have literally just been a novelist.
Or like
Something along those
hipster
lines.
boy.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is just his personality trait. I was just like, what would be interesting? He writes novels.
Blogger cop.
That's fine. Yeah, give me a composition, but you got to tell me your intent. Like, what is your intent of putting these things out? Because if it's just something fancy that you're doing, then you don't need a role to do that, right? Like, if your intent is to
guess-
make money off of it, then yes.
His intent is to kind of please his fan base. He's gotten a little bit of a fan base over what he's done, and he's just trying to improve on his work.
All
So
right,
he's trying to make
here's
it
how
more
we will
legitimate.
do this.
And
I
he's-
think we should start you out with a base fan base of D1000.
Yeah. No,
Start
D1. Give me a
and you can't get a
D100.
publishing deal until you have 10,000 fans.
Give me a D100 plus your composition score right now.
I think Chip thought that sounded fun.
just the flat composition skill.
With a D100. So yeah.
So D100 plus 9.
You have a fucking 9 in composition?
I used all of my pickup skills for composition.
Like, okay, you went from
Arthur, you should
one
rewrite
stupid
these
extreme to another with your new character. I love it. Alright. Go ahead. 31.
31.
He's like, I didn't like my other character because his skill set didn't make him integral to the party. Now I'm an author.
Yeah. Now I'm an author. Alright,
Fuck
so
you, Chip.
here's the thing. You are known for, like, your short stories. We're talking, like, maybe, like, the type of stories you could put on, like, maybe one A4 page, right? That's what you do.
Yeah, they fit in like a tweet.
160 characters. No.
Yeah, so he's trying to work on actually producing a novel. So that's what he's doing right now. He's trying to work his short stories into a novel.
Okay, so you have this. There's a website. It's basically just for creative, like, storytelling and stuff like that. And there's literally a button on there that's like, follow this author, and you have 31 of those people have followed you. Now, your composition skill, since you wanted to make it a part of your character, we're making it a fucking part of your character. With a 9, that's ridiculous. That's like Einar levels
Well,
of shooting
so-
people.
I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this, and I was thinking of him being like drill instructor, like teaching. But since he's a cop, he has to do a lot of paperwork. So he's gotten good at doing a lot of paperwork and a lot of writing. So composition, he likes writing stories in the background, but he's also very apt at writing like policies and procedures for security details and writing out groundworks and stuff like that. That's what he did on the force.
Sure.
Was he wrote up just this is how the Night City Police, this one department operates entirely, and it's thousands of pages.
I like the idea that you do that, but no one reads them.
Yeah, seriously.
So, all right, this composition skill, whenever you pass a 15, we will roll another D100 to see how many people get added.
Okay.
So,
fumble. Perfect.
yeah.
Maybe I'm just like too shook up.
All right, roll me a
because of
1D100. Actually, no,
Maybe
roll
he
1D.
switches. He switches from first person into third person.
Give me a
partway through,
1D30,
and
actually. A 1D30.
He uses the wrongs there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole
Wrong
time.
here.
T-O.
there.
All right, so you publish this thing, and then like you do that thing where you're like, I'm not going to check it, I'm not going to check it. And then an hour later you check it, and 14 people have unfollowed
Left.
you. Yeah. So
I know that pain.
yeah.
So he quickly goes on. He's just like he's just like scratching his head, and he just goes on, and he like deletes it. He's
He
just like,
deletes the. All right, yeah, okay, great. So this one was about the dame smoking a cigarette, I guess, or whatever. So since they're short stories, if you actively write notes and show your character writing a story, then I'll let you roll once per episode, I guess, or once per in-game set amount of time, whatever time that might be. So write down somewhere how many fans you have. Yeah, just put it on your character sheet or something like that.
will do.
Okay, cool. So going forward, you guys want to fast forward to the attack?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, you set up this meeting. Now, basically, you've convinced a big drug dealer to show up with some really good stuff at a place that you own. So there's not going to be any sort of infiltrating or anything like that. You're just going to walk in there and then kill a bunch of drug dealers, I guess. So
Not necessarily.
yeah, what are you trying to do then?
Well, I mean, like we're inviting them over to this warehouse or whatever, but the same basic plan is still in effect. We can use Fuzzy to get them off their guard, maybe talk them up a little bit, maybe slip them a little bit.
I could probably maybe get two guards
You
down.
can handle two guys at once.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
here's the thing. You have about a day to prepare, Fuzzy. Are you doing anything with your nanomachines? Remember, you can change your armor from 12 to 20 within a day, so if you wanted to do that, you totally could. However, it
I like
does
how the
reduce...
connotation changes a little bit for the podcast because they didn't get to see you. I know.
So, remember, though, when you go to 16, you get a -2 to your attractiveness, and when you go to 20, you get a -4.
15 doesn't give me a negative though, right?
No.
Okay, so I'll probably go up as far as 15.
Okay, sure.
And just make sure my, guns to hand or leg, as it may be.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So, all right. Now, if everyone could just sort of fill me in on what you're bringing to this beatdown.
My mill attack.
Yep. I mean, other people who don't just have one pistol. Dante, you bringing your chain grenade launcher or some shit?
And my assault rifle.
Okay. What about you, Aina? And I guess Metal Gears for the both of you?
Oh, yes.
I think I could actually use the chain grenade thing now.
You have...
Because I switched all my stuff from pistol, remember, to heavy weapon.
Do you have a heavy weapon?
I love the
No, I
idea of Band not having any pistol proficiency, but he's really good at like shoulder fired rockets and like crew operated machine guns.
It's like for me, it's like a one of those things where it's like a fluke because I have no training in it and I'm not good with any other guns. But for some reason, if it's like big enough, I can get the job done.
I got you.
Me too. Me too.
Right?
Giggity penis jokes. I like it. Okay, so
Always.
yeah, I know you're bringing rifles.
I'm bringing my usual loadout, so yeah.
Okay, all right. And
So, I mean-
Weston, what are you equipping yourself with?
Since I'm guessing it's gonna be, it might be particularly dangerous, I'm just gonna full riot up and have my shield there. I'm probably just gonna have my, since I'm gonna be using the shield, I'll just have my handguns side holstered.
Very well. Can do.
Well-
All right, so
On the way there, I need to talk to like everybody, but mostly Dante.
go
about
ahead.
the plan. So, like Dante, we're meeting this guy at the warehouse. He's gonna bring the drugs, probably his crew. He's expecting 200,000 euro bucks. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, what do you want to do with Weston and Astrid?
Astrid goes in first, gets us an opening into the building.
It's
West-
our warehouse.
I mean, they're going to be there, right? Are they
I
getting
could,
for us?
You can appear. You can either set up an ambush or you can go in after they've arrived. It's your choice.
I want to go
Um,
after they
as-
arrive.
As your security consultant, I would suggest Astrid's already done a good job of making herself appear to be like a lowly streetwalker. We could use that. Say she's for entertainment, as a way to break the ice, as a way to ingratiate ourselves to this drug dealer.
Okay, that works. Yeah.
fantastic idea. Yes.
We have Weston, who can flaunt his authority with the police, not to get them in trouble, but to show them that he's going to be able to get their drugs past checkpoints. He's going to be able to assist them on the streets. We have Band. who's
Seems
going
very
to-
complicated. Once we go in the room, you expect we're going to do more than just kill them?
You want them to show you what they can do. This is what they have said they can do for us. I want to give them the opportunity to at least prove themselves before we murder everyone.
Man has a point.
I know, I'm going to let you run point on this one. You tell the rest of the party, the team, how you want to do this.
As
I am at your
stated,
disposal.
Weston, ex-cop, still has connections. Astrid, you are our icebreaker. You are the entertainment. Band,
Oh, I can entertain.
how does your computer knowledge fit here? Can you help them market? Can you help them reach out to new demographics, new marketplaces?
Well, I could clean up all the inventory database and put it in a nice system to make sure that no one's skimming off the top.
Accounting, perfect.
You're gonna be like, what was that fucking character? Like,
Tell them you can help them launder money. I'm sure you have some.
there you go. That's the one. Yeah, that's a better
I'm
use.
thinking, I've never done that, but I'll just pretend that I have done.
You know things no one else does about computers, about IPs, and whatever else it is that you do in the little box.
Forever.
Dante, you're the front man here. They want your money. They believe you are a powerful businessman.
I don't like how you worded that.
They probably
They don't have to believe I'm a powerful businessman. I actually am a powerful businessman.
Well, be that then.
All right. Sounds like we got a plan. So, what time of day do you want it to be?
I said the meeting's for 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Very well. You guys roll on up.
No. We roll up. I'm going to spend. I don't even have to spend anything. Also, Dante, get some of the butlers, get some of the corporate cars, and have them escort us there. One in front, one behind. We can take the VTOL or something else more impressive.
Actually, if we're going full corporate sort of like thing, I'm going to be dressing up a bit more rather than dressing down,
Sure.
because I'm assuming you don't just hire cheap streetwalkers, but you'd have some sort of like mid-level escort.
It's a calculated move. We are giving them what we think they're worth. It's still a
Sure.
gift, but it's not a fine gift.
So is this briefing happening before, like right?
I would
before,
imagine
like,
when we all get back from our various exploits the night before, basically.
Okay.
Well, I guess something that actually, what Weston might do for this, and if you want me to roll for it, I can. But actually, just like write down these as like briefing notes that, like, basically word for word what INR says, articulated into different points, and then I guess print it off for everybody so everybody has a.
You don't have to roll to take notes. I mean, I know you want to use your composition skill for everything, but you don't have to roll to take notes, okay?
But it's a 9, Dave.
But it's a 9.
Yeah, but no, that's probably what Weston would be doing is like taking like detailed notes of the plan, trying to keep all the discretes out of it, and then try to form it up into like mission briefings for everybody after Einar's done.
All right.
Are we in agreement? Good. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys show up in your VTOL. I guess you've got your femme fatale going on, Miss Astrid. So who's the one leading the charge? Would it be femme
It
fatale?
sounds like a. Oh, you're going in first. I thought it was a fancy businessman.
I am your security consultant. I have to make sure
Okay.
you're very
All
safe.
right.
So yeah, two guys. They're parked out the front. They're sort of like they're white guys with dreadlocks. I don't need to say
Perfect.
anything more than that, right?
No.
Oh, like Matrix?
Are they wearing like?
They don't have white dreadlocks.
Are they wearing like the
Are they-
Corn 2018 reunion tour T-shirt?
Are
One of
they
them is wearing a
Trustafarian?
basketball jersey with like baggy shorts, and he's got an AK.
Oh, fucking
know.
Trustafarians, man. No.
Trustafarians. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
It's like, what's up, Batty boy? What's your speed right now?
Yeah. What up, Batty boy? What you doing here?
Oh,
And then like maybe the guy next to him like sort of raises an eyebrow and is like, yeah, what are you doing here?
Warehouse belongs to Dante Fiero. We are here to conduct business.
Like the guy who
Weapons lowered while we're here. Otherwise, I'll kill you. Do you understand?
I'm gonna give him a smile, just a little hi boys.
Okay.
Actually, I was like hi boys. It's like lower the tone slightly.
She's not for you. She's for your boss. No move.
He like does like the whole like douche bangs on the door, like a little slidey thing opens, and then it shuts, and then he opens the door again. He's like, "Hey, behave yourselves." And then like the other guy with the gun just looks at the guy with the dreadlocks. And he's just like, and then like as you guys are going in,
Actually, Tarquin, isn't it?
yeah, he turns around. Like, as you guys are going in and the door's shutting, maybe you can hear this in the background, and this is just for flavor, but the guy is just like, what the fuck was that voice? And he's like, I don't know, I was trying something new.
I read it in a web novel.
So you guys go in, and then you've got like an escort. He's also got like an AK or some equivalent to that. It just looks like an AK or whatever.
Sure.
And then there's like an African American man and Fisham standing there as well. You recognize
Still have a
Fisham.
grenade in his hand?
Did you disarm it or what?
No.
No?
Did you use like military grade like adhesive or something to like permanently stick it?
I know I use Gorilla Tape, but if he opens his hand, he's gonna fucking die. So.
So did you tell him never to take it out until you came back? Is that what that was?
No. I just told him. Well, I did tell him not to mess with it, and that once the deal was done, I would help him out. But
Okay. So he wouldn't
Okay,
mess with it
roll
then.
some dice to see if he's actually there.
Roll some dice.
Yeah,
check Henley.
I might actually do this. Give me a second here, guys. This is a type of thing that's just like
Bishop couldn't make it. He got blown up.
Yeah, somebody took out Fisham's last night. Sucks.
This whole apartment building.
So what do you? Is that considered a heavy weapon? Yeah.
Oh, an anti-tank grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck me, an anti-tank grenade.
Are you looking for the damage? What are you looking for? Ooh. It's like there's something heavy and metal in my hand, but I can't tell what it is.
No, I imagine it's like, okay, let's get a flashback going real quick. He's like, yeah, I made a great deal tonight, and he's just like, he's looking at this thing, and he's just like, maybe he like takes it. He's doing like shots with his right hand, I guess, and he's looking at this landmine in his left hand. He's just like taking a couple of shots, and he's like, now he said not to fuck with it, but I mean, it is kind of like, I literally can't do drugs without both two hands. I mean, my pricking arm's on my right. I need my left for that. And so he starts to unwind the duct tape. And then maybe just like zooms out and he's like in some...
You see his little shitty like apartment
yeah,
complex.
He's like living in some sort of fucking, like he was inside a coffin hotel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know how he managed to get a room with a landmine strapped to his hand, but he did, because no one gives a fuck. It's probably like a quarter you put into like the machine at the front. Yeah,
like
yeah,
a pole outside.
Yeah, and it just like the door just blows off, and it's just like smoke coming out of this fucking skeleton room, and then like maybe a couple of people look out, and then they shut the doors again and go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
This shit happens all the time.
Fisham's not there, guys. Fisham is dead.
He was supposed to get, Arthur reminded me, he was supposed to get Dante's autograph. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rip Fisham. Another great NPC in the toilet. Yeah.
All right, so we see the guide. How many people are in the room?
There's probably like 5.
Okay.
Plus 2 at the door.
So I'm gonna hold my hand out for like the group to stop behind me. I'm gonna walk forward. Be like, are you the guy?
I forget his fucking voice now. Shit.
Black guy.
Black
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, man, I'm the... No, that's not the fucking... Anyway, we'll go with it. Yeah, I'm the guy. Now, I got you shit right here, man. You want to take a look at it? Actually, you know what?
I don't know how you do business where you're from, but where I'm from, we exchange names, we shake hands, we offer gifts. I'm gonna turn, like, gesture back towards Astrid.
I'm going to saunter forward. I've got some gum going on. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Before gifts are exchanged, handshaking and names. My name's Einar. I'm gonna stick out my hand in middle gear.
And he's just like, "Hi, man. My name's MJ." Like, puts his
MJ.
hand out, shakes it. And this is like, now you said something about a gift.
Oh, there's a gift waiting for you, but it's dependent upon the quality of your goods.
He like walks over and he's like, he pulls out like he's got like a little Ziploc bag with a couple of like little circles in there, and he's like little pills, and he's like, "Bring that lass over here."
Do you think I'm stupid? From the main stash. Something you haven't prepared.
This is the new stuff I'm talking about. I want to show you what it does.
All right.
He like looks over at you, Astrid, and he's like, "Yo, Missy, come over here."
I'll saunter forwards.
Stick out that tongue of yours.
Well, right here.
Well, yeah, it's just a tongue.
Okay.
All right. He reaches into the bag and he puts one of the tablets on your tongue, and he goes, "You'll enjoy this one. Trust me."
I will make a show of swallowing it, but just sort of keep it under my tongue and try not to actually swallow it.
All right.
Cheek it.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a. Do you have a resist torture / drugs?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I got streetwise and interrogation and.
Okay, because this is a pretty caustic drug, which means that it will start to fizzle pretty quickly. So it that's why he's got it in a bag, because it reacts to water pretty quickly.
Right.
So even if we were to like just put it in your mouth or whatever, it would probably still dissolve in your mouth. So
I mean, okay, can I do a human perception check real quick?
For what are you looking for?
Like, to see if she's uncomfortable or, like, she's not able to handle the situation kind of thing.
Astrid?
Yeah.
Are you uncomfortable?
With the drug takings.
I'm not uncomfortable with the drug taking. I'm just worried that it's going to affect my ability to
Right.
do my job.
Basically, are you going to be able to shoot me a look to be like, I don't know about this kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll sort of like I'll definitely give you a.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna backhand her then as the drug's being like put on her tongue, just like turn around like lightly smack the shit.
So the only, I mean, maybe here's what I would say. The moment you put it on your tongue is the moment you realize that you can't cheek this thing. So what do you do after that? Is that when you give the look?
Yeah, it's just going to be like.
Okay.
I told you not to look at me.
No, I'm just gonna smack her and be like, not while you're on the job. We're paying you to be lucid.
Well, when he backhands me, I'm just like.
Yeah, exactly.
Spit it out. Okay. I won't make you roll resist torture or drugs.
Baby, why you gotta hit me all the time?
I told you, we're paying you. You're on the job. What happens when we're back at home is what happens when we're back at home.
But that's
You're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing Mr. Fierro. Mr. Fierro, this man wants to meet you now.
I'm sorry, baby.
Well, I mean,
And
there's no reason to hit the girl.
go to the office, make sure our security patrols are set up. And I'm like
yeah.
nodding towards the office that was destroyed by a
blown up.
grenade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the look like I want you to be able to,
you're
hide in this
behind them.
room and shoot outwardly behind cover.
So I imagine that right now it's just like particle board that hasn't been like fully painted or anything, and there's like a hole cut in it for the window, but the window hasn't been installed yet.
No one's repairing this building. It's still trash.
Well, didn't Dante say he was getting it repaired?
We spent some time repairing it and cleaning
Yeah, we did spend some time repairing it.
Okay, sure, yeah.
But we
part of
only
it.
repaired the outside, to be clear.
Oh, okay. So
We
I
just
go
wanted to
and I'm
make
like,
it look like a working warehouse so we could murder people inside it, i.e. exactly what we're doing right now.
right. So I go over. I'm like, oh, looks like there's been the printer's gone mad and knocked over most of these stuff, including the walls. Let me just poke around. These fucking printer, mate?
I clap my hand on Weston's back and I point him towards wherever the largest concentration of gangsters is, and I'm like, Weston, enjoy yourself. No need to look so serious.
Sure. I imagine the way that he kind of saunters in might be a little bit imposing to them because he's like literally dressed up in like paramilitary armor.
Yeah.
So like each footstep is like a loud thud because all of his joints are reinforced by was it steel or whatever it was for this? Yeah. So he's just kind of like thudding as he walks in, and then he just kind of sits down, puts his shield down, and just kind of like nods towards them.
So MJ is just kind of like, you got some really overdressed boys in your group.
I prefer to be prepared. And I'm going to put my hand on Astrid's back and kind of direct her back at MJ, and I'm like, MJ, please accept this gift to pass some time for you while we speak. And I want to like subtly guide her to do the booth babe hanging off him thing. So I don't know, maybe she stabs him to death or shoots him in the face, whatever it is that she does. I assume
Laser beam eyes, like yeah.
whether she kisses him and uses her weird poison ivy toxin on him or whatever.
Hey! It doesn't have to be the mouth, all right?
I just want you close, okay?
Fluids just
Yeah,
have to be
I'll just kind of like
she can
sort of like
bleed
link my arm with his and stroke his chest a bit. And
Perfect.
just be like,
Exactly. I need him distracted.
mhm.
MJ, what is this new product that I hear that you are offering?
So he does he's got like the Ziploc bag and he twirls it around his finger and he hands it over to you and he's like, yo, these call this shit libido. And he gives it to you. He's like,
It is called libido.
yes, it's called libido. And the
Have you heard
reason
of
I was giving it
this
to
before?
your skank here is because, yo, it makes sex amazing.
Damn, baby, why you gotta hit me and knock it out? Like, goddamn. Sorry. Got any more?
Of course, I got more for you, girl. You want some?
Maybe we could test it out, you know, in private. Maybe?
I'm gonna turn to Einar and be like, Mr. Lepidspot, you can vouch for the integrity of this man and his drugs?
He's been my supplier for many years, Mr. Fierro. He has good contacts. He has good supply. He has reasonable prices.
I see.
Though it is to be said that he is not to be trifled with. I understand that he has killed several families who have opposed him over the years. Not always those who are directly involved. People who would wash money, people who would help transport. I understand he's killed the families of many of Nightcity's police officers as well.
I can understand that level of ruthlessness.
Hey, look, man. You ain't gotta judge me. I do what I
Not
do to
judging,
make
you're citing
lunch.
fact, MJ.
All
You
right.
have killed the people who needed to be killed for your business to thrive. Mr. Fierro, I'm sure, can respect that.
You're a businessman. You look like one. You got one of them fancy suits that the other businessmen you normally have. Yours is a little more
Yes,
fancy.
you noticed my Metal Gear Corporate Executive Extreme version. The Iron Man edition.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
that's that shit I saw on that television show, the morning show with the like what's his face and the lady. They always have like the dogs on there.
Joanne.
Joe
I'm
and
super
Joanne.
judging this guy. From
Yeah, I'm still going to be working on MJ and trying to sort of like, you know,
What do you?
fuck him. Just trying to seduce him and just be like, hey, baby, you want to go somewhere? Kind of thing.
I
Using
know.
pheromones.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
he's
a
gonna.
role.
Okay, so you're gonna do a pheromone thing.
Mhm.
Okay, sure. So what does it feel
pick
like
him up.
when you secrete the pheromones? Do you do anything in particular? Is it like you rub your neck and then some stuff comes out? Is it visible?
Almost exactly like how
I rubbed
Superman
it to
shoots
be
lasers out of his eyes.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. it's just
Or is
like-
it like you just ate at a really bad taco truck?
the taco truck's never coming back?
I hope she has a better idea than us.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say sort of like I have like sort of like scent gland type things implanted here, and it's just gonna be like, hey, baby, you want to go somewhere?
I imagine if you have scent glands here that you activate them and like you flip your hair out to like cast
Yeah,
them.
or just sort of like, or just
There
like a
we
little,
go.
little sort of like, hey, hi, how are you? Sort of, you know, it's just like.
So, are you saying that you sort of touch it and then you rub it on his like neck or something like that?
Just sort of like, you know, maybe rub my head against him like a cat. Hi.
Okay, I can get down with that. Yeah, and like you guys with a human perception of 34 that you rolled before, I'm gonna let this slide because that's a fucking amazing human perception check. Like the moment you see Astrid do something, and the moment that she like touches his skin with her finger, he just sort of like instantly turns around and just like eyes fixated on cleavage and like it's just sort of just like, you know, trying to like literally grope her with his mouth, right? Like it's pretty much like an instantaneous thing. It's just like, roll me a seduction check, please, and I believe we added a +2. Yeah, so add a +2 to this skill. Yeah.
Okay, so with seduction, that would be
Empathy with a
empathy,
+2, and you only need a 10 to pass
Hey,
this.
can
one.
I get behind cover right now, Dave?
right?
Why is it gonna you're gonna run
and
away
that's
from?
modifier 2, yeah.
Yeah, modifier +2. Yeah.
Podcasters, that was a perfect roll.
Oh my god, she rolled a 10, and then she
Double
rolled
tap.
another 10, and then she rolled a 5. Okay, you know what? I've never seen that before. I have never seen that roll before. So, you know what? I will set a precedent here.
Oh,
if-
I've never seen the double tens either.
If any of you guys roll a skill and you roll a double 10, I would literally just let you take another level in that skill, whatever it
Sounds
might
cool to
be.
me.
All right, I'm gonna set that precedent right now because that roll is fucking impossible to get, almost impossible. So, yeah, make your seduction a 3. Yep, there you go. Fucking congratulations.
Cool. Okay, so I was gonna be like, hey, baby, you want to go somewhere?
And he's just like, fuck yeah, I do. And he pulls one of the pills out of his mouth and he puts it in his mouth. And then he like goes to kiss you.
I'm gonna be like, no, let's go somewhere, baby. My boss is right there.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna basically grab him and drag him into a room.
Okay.
Like, come on, let's go,
Sure.
baby.
You go into a room, yeah.
hmm
All right, what do you do?
Just anywhere out of the way. I'm just gonna be like, hold that thought, unzip, and
No, I like to think that they go into the office where Band is, and Band's just kind of sitting there in the
Yeah, I'm behind cover, remember,
Behind him,
so
and
they
he's
don't
just
know
like-
this.
You're behind cover.
So he's just like, what? He's just hearing
He
all
was-
this happen.
He was fucking with. He was actually fucking with the printer like down on the floor.
So, Band, your hiding skill goes up by 10 points. No. All right, yeah, no. You go to town on this guy. Now, are you going to try and knock him unconscious by
Yes, I
blowing
am.
him?
They're exchanging fluids currently.
Yeah,
so-
but she can turn it on or off. It's not like poison ivy
I know,
where if she
I know,
kisses
I know.
a guy. Yeah. All right, so he gets you get into it. It starts to happen. As you start blowing this man, he falls unconscious. So yeah, now you've got a unconscious man with an erect penis in a room. What's the next step, guys?
I'm just gonna sort of like poke my head out. Well, actually, I'm not gonna poke my head out. We've got like radio communication, right?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, can I sort of poke my head out so that
There's like our universal symbol for attack is start shooting a gun.
Or you can just say by Alicia is also a good one.
Bye,
We
Alicia.
should have told her that.
wait, did you actually tell me that?
We could have maybe during.
I feel like
the
there's a
story,
flashback to the
Yeah,
car where
us
they
telling stories.
explaining to you all of the code signals
Mm.
for throwing
Okay.
people off the
In
roof.
that case, I'll go. Oh, by Alicia. Oh.
All right, well, let's start shooting people.
It's
Yeah,
time.
good enough for me. It's time.
All
All
right.
right.
Oops.
Everyone roll me an initiative. Holy shit.
What? It was so close.
Get crushed by the
Damn.
new character. Oh my
I
god.
know,
Wow.
right?
For the first time ever.
Right. Where is initiative?
On the main page, if you just
Yeah.
click
Oh, I got it. Right.
Yeah.
That's only because I cascaded.
Which one of those
And-
characters is supposed
Wow.
to represent Dante?
Wow, look at that. Guy.
there's no character there.
Natural one.
Band, I imagine Band is just judging the shit out of Astrid because he already hates her. Like, he already is violently opposed to everything she does. So he's like, "Oh, she's just blowing a bloke over there."
Hey. I
Like,
do my
they
job.
never give me that job. It's not fair.
So this is further making Ban fall in love with her because he's just like, holy shit.
Wait, no, this is the opposite. He hates her. Is that what his fumble was? He's violently opposed to everything she does and says.
Anything she said to me, like during that.
During that
Oh, just during that one scene. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like one of those Mass Effect likeness meters. It was at negative 100. Now it's gone up by 30 points.
Yeah.
I performed the renegade right hook on him when we first met. Takes a while to
Ah, you're doing the Khaleesi Al-Binch Solani?
Fans will
Khaleesa
remember this.
Al-Jalani, thank you very much. Sorry, Mass Effect.
Her middle name is Bint. Yeah,
Been seen in Al-Jalani.
Bint, really?
we gotta do the whole name, man.
A moistened.
Yeah, Khaleesa
Yeah,
Bint
her
Seen in
name is
Al-Jalani.
Bint, Virgil. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Yeah, I will.
Anyway,
Okay. So I'm gonna add a couple of goons here.
I'm assuming high is good, low is bad, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
basically
No,
like
I'm-
a standard initiative.
When we're in a fight, Dave will just put like goon 1, goon 2, goon 3, because they're just gonna be dead like in a few minutes.
Yeah.
He's not gonna like name everyone in a fight. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna extend that to the rest of the campaign pretty soon.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you call a guy. His name's Goon 75.
Goon 75.
You're like, yeah, he's dead in the next scene. Okay.
Okay. 8, 6, 13, and 11. Okay. So now.
Weird. It gave me a 5 instead of a.
Oh yeah, I did that because you got a -1. So.
Oh.
You get less than a 6 basically with that. So.
Oh right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Descending? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Weston. You're up, brother.
So I'm the most forward front facing these guys, right?
You are like seated between 3 of them on like a shitty couch or something.
Yeah.
Like you went over there to fucking chill with the goons.
So just for future reference, guys, if you want to participate, your character's going to need an icon. So if you don't have an icon for your character, it makes it very hard to do something. So, like Dante, you're going to have to get an icon.
And then assign it to their sheet.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. So you can just put any. It doesn't matter what it is. Just put a picture there. So.
All right. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is, they can all see me, but I'm gonna try and I guess move in a way so that I'm raising the shield up, so it's only facing the goons and not any of the party members.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn on the high intensity strobe. They have to make a reflex save to shield eyes, and if they fail the reflex, then they have to do a body save or else get stunned for 1d6 rounds.
What's the range on that? Because I'd also be behind them looking at it.
You're in the office.
You're in a
like, I imagine
office,
crouching down under the desk as you're watching Astrid blow this dude.
Yeah, watching. I mean, like he might be unconscious, but she still might be blowing him. So.
We haven't established yet.
No,
We'll wait till her initiative round and then see.
Yeah.
Yep.
You blow him for 1d6 rounds now.
She looks out at the firefight wistfully, back down at the cock, back out at the firefight. Like, yeah.
Oh no! He's surplus to requirements now.
Not her type.
Okay, so yeah. What is so? Let me just drag a few more of these dudes out here.
So can I just draw a character?
Yeah, just put a
I
character
think so.
icon somewhere.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I think you can just draw a square and then select it and
I
date.
mean, I'm gonna use the official fan art of my character. Smug.
Smug, smug,
No,
smug.
wait, not that.
I do.
No one has done a band.
It's okay.
Click on that token and check out that sweet.
I can't
Sophia.
double click on it or anything.
Well,
How
just
do I
zoom
do-
in a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So just click on your character, go to edit, and then drag a picture into that.
I don't have a picture to hand.
Okay, that's fine. Just find one. It's not a big deal.
Whatever. That'll. I just drew a squiggle.
Nice.
Okay.
That's me.
That's
I'm the
you.
squiggle.
Okay.
That's good. We can go with it. Okay.
We'll delete all these things. So that it's just the one box. So basically, we just need you for. You just need to have an icon for your character in case you get a shot,
Okay.
which I doubt you will, but
Mm.
whatever. Anyway.
Well, I'm in a room.
Yeah, you're in a
So-
room, so it's fine. So yeah, you're rolling a strobe light on these guys.
Yeah, so I'm activating the strobe light. I'm making it so that just they can see it. They need to make a reflex save. And if they fail, they do a body save. And if they fail that, they are stunned for 1d6 rounds.
Let's see. What are you
They have
rolling?
to blow each other for 1d6 rounds.
Okay, so
So I would have moved up and just hit the strobe light.
okay. So they made a reflex save. You said, yeah.
Yes, that's what they first do.
What's the DC? Do you know?
I think it's a very hard.
So that'd be 25.
It just says when activated, they make a reflex save.
Okay, I will allow you to do this if
Weston
you.
brings the rave to the drugs.
Yeah. If you can first get their attention, I will let you roll on it. I'll let everyone roll on this thing because basically, remember, nothing bad has happened yet except a girl screaming out, "Oh, by Alicia!" So they're not in combat right now. Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll just roll authority and I'll just kind of scream out through that like metallic vocalizer that comes out from the riot helmet and be like, "Look here, punks!" Like
Yeah.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you get their
No.
attention for sure. They all turn around and then look at you, and then reflex checks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3,
Ugh.
4. Okay, yeah. No, yeah. Everyone sort of looks at. They're just like, huh? What's going on? And then he just like turned on the strobe, and everyone's just like, fuck. So what is the? It's 1d6. You said?
No, they make a body save now.
Does it also play techno music?
Body save.
It just
okay.
plays
Yeah.
Darude's
The
Sandstorm.
whole field is like a base, giant like.
All right, so one of them is fine. Like he's probably like maybe there's a flashback of him being in like some sort of protest or something like that, and he's seen this shield be used before, so he knows exactly what's happening. So he's just like fuck, and he like does that, and then the other guy is just like, especially one of them's just like maybe he's like high, like maybe he's high right now, and he just gets blasted in the face by this shit. And he's so high he doesn't even blink when it happens, and like his retina's burn or some shit like that.
Permanent retina damage.
Yeah, retina damage. Yeah. Now it's 1d6
Yes,
for how many rounds they get knocked out.
at 1d6 rounds.
Okay. So the first one's 3, that's fine, he passes. So the other 2, yeah. So you basically get 4 rounds of just these people rolling around on the ground being like, my fucking eyes! There's one guy
And
who's
My next
fine.
action
Yeah.
is going to be take out my restraint caster, and I'm going to fire at the guy who was able to resist.
Alright, so -2, -4, -6, and then you're rolling at a -8 with this thing.
Oh, would I be?
Yep. Because you
I think you
moved,
could do it anyway.
you rolled authority, you used your taser thing, and now it's this turn, so you're rolling at a -8, so...
Okay, yeah, then I'll just wait till next turn.
Okay. Einar, you see all this go down, you're just like, okay. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Basically, he
Is
just-
Dante in his Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna like walk over to Dante and like grab him by the arm and like pull him into cover.
You're also going to blow him in the corner?
I am covered. Literally am fucking. We're both walking pieces of cover.
I know, but this is like that. Like, no, he needs to do this on his own. Situations.
Okay.
I like the blowjob theme that we've picked up. Saved us too, I guess.
So you're spending your
Start
turn
something
dragging me away.
Yeah, into cover.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
And as you do that, I'll be like, let him handle it. He seems to have it well under control.
So maybe you guys just go around the corner and you just start like looking at the inventory or something like that. I don't imagine you'd go into cover.
Oh, fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably just
Good
like
job.
checking
Yeah.
out the inventory that you've suddenly come into possession of. I assume you're going to murder everyone here.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I guess we're leaving it to band.
Okay. So Dante, you don't do anything. You just sort
Leave
of.
it to bands, guys. Bands
Yeah,
got
I mean,
this.
I guess we're leaving it to band Astrid and Weston to kill all these people, while the 2 best killers just walk into a corner and look at a pile of drugs.
Look at all his drugs.
And so I guess
Look at that.
it's our turn. Oh, you know what happens? There's this like really like a mix of like classical opera and Viking death metal going on in the background on the soundtrack. And I'm having this really serious conversation with Einar where we're looking over these drugs, and I'm like, Einar, you've changed.
Yes.
To what do you attribute this sudden maturity?
Doesn't matter.
Perhaps, perhaps not. If I get shot in the back, I'm going to be very upset. But if I don't, you're the new second in command.
Okay.
That lasted all of like in game. I think like 17, 18 hours.
Yeah.
Max.
And I think that's our turn.
Okay. Yeah. So
Text, you've been demoted.
so Goon 3 and Goon 4 continue to writhe on the ground. Is there like a number I can put on these guys somehow? I'll just put in a blue box. Not a big deal. So 5 makes it 4. 4, and then this guy's got 4 as well. All right. And then Goon 1, he picks up the rifle. He stops doing his thing, and he points the rifle at I guess the. Now, what's the hardness on this like on the flashy part of your shield? Like, can it be shot and broken?
I don't know. I know that it's all made out of a very hard plastic, and it gives me a plus 15 SP from the front.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that the light isn't just like on the outside of the plastic and can be broken. It's going to be behind the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
If it's anything like, the Rainbow Six game where he has the flashbang shield, I imagine it's something similar to that.
Yeah, there might be a compartment that'd be weak to it, because it does also have a taser inside of it.
Are you fucking kidding me? It has a taser inside of it as well. You can shoot a taser out of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
God.
In the world of Cyberpunk, that's where Henley draws the line.
It's a literal piece of cover that CCs every motherfucker with DC 25.
Yeah, he's Leona from League of Legends, basically.
Oh my god, unbelievable. Okay, yeah, sure. He's just gonna point the rifle at you, and he's gonna go full auto. Now he wouldn't have armor piercing, obviously, because they're fucking goons. But we're gonna roll his weapon anyway. Okay. So, yep. Okay. Do you have your 15 as your armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already applied it.
Cool. All right. 1. Boom. All right. So he gets 20 rounds. Well, the full auto didn't work. Well, the ammo.
Try making the target 1.
I did. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to roll the number of shots. It won't roll 10. Let's just make that a 0, see if it rolls. God damn it, it's not doing it.
Which guy is this?
Be right back.
This is the MA
MA mob?
Yeah. I'm trying to use the FAL. The heavy assault rifle. Yeah. It should be working. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't.
Wonder if that's it.
Is that because your character's set up wrong, maybe? Let me just check.
Yeah, my BTM is 5, so that should be good. Let me just replace that.
I mean, yeah, you don't have any negatives on anything, so it should be rolling it. Let's just try it on a different character, see if it works then.
Okay.
No, it's not rolling it. Why is it not rolling it at all? Yeah, it's
Let's see
not.
if the AP one works. No?
It's not rolling it at all. That's really frustrating. So now I have to roll this out by hand. Fuck, that's so frustrating. Hey, well that works.
The H and K works.
Yeah, why does that work? That's super annoying. Anyway. Fuck, that's really fucking frustrating. Fix it! Fix it!
Plus 2. Let's change this to a rifle. Maybe it's just that slot is messed up.
Yeah, maybe.
Roll 10. Alright.
So I don't know
So
what
it's
the
just
problem is
something
here.
with the FN rel.
That's super weird. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah. Is there a way that I can auto-roll this thing somehow? God.
What do you mean?
I gotta roll 66 plus 2 20 times. Okay.
Well, no, I got the H and K working with the same damage dice with the same skill.
Oh. Okay.
So I'll do it again for the other 10.
So no, I mean, so to give you an idea,
Are those 2 legit rolls for the attack you just did? Is that what you're saying?
so what's your the DC on this is 15, so he gets if we're using the first one, he gets 2 damage boxes. So we roll number of shots that actually hit.
So
His
that would have been
attack
the
is-
first two.
His attack is so bad. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, that wasn't actually, sorry, I wasn't picking anyone. That was against Ban's character. So Ban's character would have been dead if he was in front of it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so -16, negative 18. Yeah, so
Look at the
basically,
difference between when we get attacked.
Yeah,
the damage
big
you get
difference.
is minus the damage that I get.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Fucking
So basically, he fills the air with just fucking stupid amount of lead. He just, you know, he sees what he's doing to his friends and he just unloads an entire, not an entire magazine, but within 3 seconds he shoots 20 bullets at you. And two of them, like his aim is so poor, he's just like, ah, say hello to my little friend style. You know, he's just swinging it left to right sort of thing.
Just like
And-
hip shooting.
Yeah, so you know you're hiding behind the shield, and like two bullets that go poing poing. Like, you physically hear them bounce off your shield, and you're just like, wow, wow. You shot 20 bullets at me, and only two of them hit. That's pretty bad. So yeah, Goon 1 takes his turn, and then Goon 2 gets a turn. Has his thing fall off him.
Hmm?
Okay, let's just get rid of this. Cancel. Okay. Alright. Alright, oh man, why doesn't that keep there? Anyway, so yeah, whose turn is it now? It's Astrid's turn. Astrid, what are you doing?
I'm going to pull out my right. If you shoot somebody point blank,
Yep.
did sort of like, is that fairly easy? I'm assuming.
Yes, it is. However, if they are trained in martial arts, they will use their martial arts as a defense.
If they're unconscious. and
Oh
you
yeah,
shoot
no,
them
you
point
can
blank.
walk right up to them and just put a gun to their head and pull the
Okay,
trigger.
yeah, I'm gonna double tap the unconscious person. One to the head, two to the sort of like heart area.
So they're not really unconscious, they're just sort of rolling around on the ground, like squirming in their
Well, the
eyes, so-
unconscious guy I gave a blowjob to.
Oh, you want to kill him?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can just... Do you want to shoot him in the head or you want to stab him?
Actually, yeah, I'll stab him under the jaw, straight up into the brain.
Oof. Okay.
Pull out the sword, shink.
Yeah, he's got no head armor, so...
Cool. Okay, yeah, straight up under the jaw, into the brain.
Yeah, his last moments of life was having his, getting filleted both in the head and on the balls. So, congratulations. You gave him a good death, I guess.
If you gotta go with a smile. And he was off his tits at the same time, so it's just like, hey,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
there's worse ways to go.
Yeah. So moving on, Band, what are you doing? Basically,
Okay,
so
so-
let me describe the scene that you see.
Yeah.
Right. So you were sitting maybe at just an office chair, and you're just you walked into the room and sat down in the chair. Maybe you're about to pull out your like little laptop or something like that in your wrist, and you're about to do some stuff. And then Astrid drags in MJ, and fucking his pants hit the ground immediately, and you just get like an eyeball full of like just fucking cocked a mouth basically, and you're just yeah. So and then
He's
you
looking like a fool with his pants on the ground.
yeah, and mate, like, what do? Do you hide behind something and
Yeah,
like sort
I
of
definitely
peer
hide
over?
behind something.
You're like in a closet or something, and you're just like
It's
peering
just, yeah,
out.
it's just like my instinct. I jump behind the printer, which is like an office printer and is like enormous, but
Yeah.
still just does dot matrix printing.
Yeah, I like it. And then like he
He's
basically
just
she pulls it out of her mouth, and then she's like, "Bye, Alicia," or something like that. And then you basically hear just like people screaming and gunfire going off, and then the guy falls to the floor, and Alicia pulls out like a little shiv out of her wrist and just straight into the brain, and just like through the bottom of the chin up through the brain, then back out, and puts the shiv back in, I guess, her like wrist cavity.
It's
or
the leg,
something.
isn't it?
Is it the leg? Yeah, it is the leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the leg cavity,
Yeah.
and then she puts it back in like a little holster in her leg that comes out and closes back in. Yeah. What do you do?
And she's just like,
He wipes the mouth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, can I get like a clear view from like where I'm at, or am I gonna have to move? Because I hear like tons of gunfire right now.
Yeah, there's like a little window you can look through. Or there's a door you
Okay.
can
Yeah.
peek out of.
I'm just gonna pop my head out the window. Are the targets that were blinded like on the ground, or are they just like stumbling?
Yeah, they're just rolling around, writhing.
Okay, so there's just one guy up.
Wipe them out, all of them.
What? So there's just one guy then.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Who do I have to select?
Just the guy that doesn't have anything on him. It doesn't matter which one.
For some reason, why can't I select him? That's weird. I can only click on my guy.
Oh, hang on. Let me fix that for you. Okay. Edit. Okay. Try now.
Yeah. Okay, got him.
So you trying to shoot him?
Yeah, just like a single shot.
Cool. Go for it. Look at that.
Man, that's a fucking great shot for me.
I think the damage. Oh no! If you're aiming for the head, it takes 4 away, but that's still great. You only needed a 15 because you're within 100 meters.
Right.
Wait, what is this? Is this an assault rifle? What is the A80?
Yeah, it's just an assault rifle.
Okay, so yeah, maybe you stroll past Astrid, and Astrid, you just got a little bit of a look of shock on your face because you didn't realize that that band was in here when you pulled him in. What would your reaction be to someone's witnessing you?
Yeah,
doing
I like pop out from behind the thing, and I'm like, I just kind of like walk and like step on the like body of the guy you just stabbed, and like step over him and start like shooting out the window.
All right, so yeah, you put the gun, lean the gun up, and just plap, and then because you shoot him in the brain, you only needed to do 4 damage to completely destroy his face, which you did.
Excellent.
So you put a bullet through his brain, and this is like the first time you've maybe even hit someone.
Wait,
with a
wait.
gun.
The guy is he shooting the guy I just stabbed?
No, he's shooting the guy outside, the one that's
Oh,
standing
right,
up.
okay.
Yep. And yeah, he dead. He's super dead.
I like look at my gun and then like look at him again, and then I look to see if someone else shot him at the same time I was firing.
Astrid probably like sort of like, cause I'm gonna be sort of crouched against the wall. I'm just gonna give you a little nod, like.
I'm like, of course, yeah, bro. And then I'll just like tuck back behind cover, Dave.
Yeah, and maybe there's an awkward moment where you guys are sitting there in between a half-naked man
Guy
who's
with
dead.
like his pants off and
And his boner, he still has an erection, and you
it's
just
like slowly.
slowly going down, and you guys are just like sitting there against the wall, just being like, should we cover it up or something?
Astrid doesn't give a fuck. She's just like, whatever. Seen one, seen them all.
Yeah. So Weston, your turn again, man.
I guess there's going to be a slight shock as he's seeing people that they're just killing him. So he's going to be like, oh, okay. He's going to holster the restrained gun and then just move over to the next guy who's there on the ground, and he's going to fire his C map at him. Now, the cool thing about these rounds that he's firing, they're high penetration rounds, but the way that the book described them is that against a soft target, they mushroom like a normal round, but against high armor targets, they actually have a cadmium rod that penetrates. So it deals 4d6 preferable, whether or not it's armor piercing or not armor piercing. So he's just going to shoot him in the head. I'm guessing regular damage is enough.
Yeah, I mean, you can just walk up and just fucking coup de grace these guys.
Gotcha.
Man, these fucking guns you have. Jesus Christ. And I was sitting there going like, I want those guns.
No, I don't care about his guns.
Oh,
That's
no,
not
maybe,
how real ballistics work. Actually.
Actually, guys, now when you do have a steel post penetrator in the round,
Hold on, wrong one.
The balance is almost never going to be the same after the penetration.
You don't even need to roll this,
Take
man.
all the penetrating.
The penetrating round is going to leave a smaller wound channel and less cavitation, so it's not going to do nearly as much damage.
There's going to
Ruby
be
Glasscock, is that you?
Oh yeah, Mr.
guess-
Glasscock, Esquire.
I guess armor piercing damage would have been preferable here.
Someone was telling me that Harvey Glasscock is what you think Dante Fierro sounds like.
I don't know who was telling you that.
Someone
Here's
left
what-
a YouTube comment.
That's what AP would have done. Not much. These are just handgun ammunitions.
Yeah, man. Handguns are little trash in this game. Literal
Guess
trash.
what I've got? Guess what I've got?
Yeah. But,
Hopefully not a handgun.
Which, by the way, is a fucking real equivalent to real life guns. Handguns are garbage in fights.
Yes, but my aim is not to get into fights. My aim is to basically
Sure.
shank
So,
people before they get a chance.
He's probably gonna take like a shock of just like the bullet just kind of like maybe puts a dink in his head and he's gonna be like,
no, dude, if you're going to coup de grace guy, you coup de grace guy. That's it.
Okay.
Like, I don't give a... Like, if you cinematically walk up to a guy, put a gun to his head and pull the trigger, he's dead. Like, fuck it,
Yeah,
man.
these guys are all stunned for a number of rounds still. I
Yeah.
imagine that you guys are just gonna walk up and systematically murder them.
Yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, the two guys outside, like, they booked it.
Fuck it.
Clarence and Steve, yeah, they got
Well, it's
the
like
fuck
dude
out of
in
there.
basketball shorts with an AK sees 3 guys in Metal Gears with like assault rifles.
And they were
Clarence and
acting
Steve
the
only
part.
only lived because they have names and they weren't all.
I want to live.
dude.
Fucking live.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna be like, has anybody got any gum?
I just like pull out a cigarette.
It's a menthol.
I'm gonna take the cigarette.
I'm like, it's menthol. Tastes like gum.
Yeah. Yep, that's yeah. That I needed that because that guy, not so hot on the personal hygiene. Oh, I need to
maybe
shit.
I'll just I just like take some of it's like the printer paper with like the tear off tabs. So I just take like a big sheet of it and like cover him.
Just
Basically.
his shoulders and legs and everything are like all sticking out. Just one
Yeah,
sheet of printer paper.
strip of printer paper down the middle.
well,
I
no,
just
remember,
basically
there's one Ryzen.
yeah, I was basically pulling hairs out of my teeth and just being like,
Oh.
I believe you've all done well.
I stuck in the roof of my mouth. Oh.
So your score constitutes 30 tablets of this new libido drug that's going around.
And how many kilograms of coke?
I don't know, 1. Just
That's a
like
shitty
a
score.
bag. Well, okay, this
You
libido
didn't
drug.
come here for the drugs.
Yeah.
I'm going to flush the drugs down the toilet.
Like what? I mean, not that I don't need.
If you need libido drugs, you can take whatever you want from the stash. The coke
No,
is
I just wanted a little bit of cocaine for like a weekend party.
Jesus.
I'll take some of those libido drugs. Actually, they could come in handy in various situations.
All right, you know what? You guys can use the drugs, but they are not for resale, personal use only.
You got it, boss.
Oh yes, they'll come in very handy for certain things.
I know. Would you say that the unit's performance was acceptable?
Absolutely. Everyone performed well over the standards I'd assumed.
Weston,
Yes, sir.
you seemed hesitant to pull the trigger.
Oh, I apologize, sir. In my previous line of work, we mostly restrained units and threw them into jail.
That is not something you will need to worry about any longer.
Understood.
We're heading back to the loft now. Next episode, we'll talk about tower defense. For the literal tower that we need to defend.
Okay.
And that's when a pair of mirror shades fall from the sky onto my face to indicate how meta the end of the episode is.
Nah, you know what it would actually be like?
And then it just zooms into the like shininess, and then like the credits start rolling up the mirror. Fucking amazing.
Well, no, that's what Brosh has been working on. He made a drone pair of mirror shades.
Mirror shades so you could summon with like, your phone.
I imagine it's more like, do you remember those really bad like knockoff Star Wars movies or whatever where they had like models on strings? I imagine the glasses are a little like that, and then they come in and they slap against your face, and then they sit in. Yeah.
All
So-
wonky.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much. We're going to end the episode there. Let's go around and do some shout-outs. First up, we have everyone's favorite Mr. Paranoid, a.k.a. Mr. Fiero, a.k.a. AP Gaming Real.
I think I was only paranoid for like the first hour of the episode.
I think the paranoia when we had all of our weapons taken away and we were ushered into our enemy corporation's headquarters
You mean
Was
your
it-
partners?
was appropriate. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So, tell the people about yourself, man. Where can they find you?
My name is Arthur Perkins, AP Gaming Real. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at AP Gaming Real. I recently was asked to provide the actual number of hours of tabletop RPG content I have on my channel.
Oh god,
The total is 1,248.
that's amazing! Congratulations, man.
You would need
That's
to
a lot
watch
of
for
content.
like 52 days straight to watch everything.
And
I've
now,
ever-
are you like me where, like, you don't recommend your earlier stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I don't recommend anything I haven't made in the last year.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like, the Demon Hunt stuff, whoo, boy. Whoo! I mean, there are some good highlights in that stuff, but, like, we're talking, like, literal, like, failures that, like, had cascading effects that just expanded, like, my mind as a role player, but...
I didn't start playing with you guys till you guys have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, no, we've been doing. I've been doing it for a while. Yeah, I started with 3.5, and then I moved on to other stuff. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. I mean, you're at AP Gaming Real for everything, right?
Yeah, youtube.com/AP Gaming Real.
Yep.
Follow me at twitch.tv/AP Gaming Real. Pokemon.AP Gaming Real.
Really?
Dot info.
Do you
APgaming.info.
apgaming.real? Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
wow.
about the realist, let's talk about Mr. Typical GM, who literally has the realist life of all of us.
Yep. Can confirm, realist life. Again, really happy to be here. Great to be part of the community. Really happy Fuzzy joined us. I think she's gonna be great. Did a great job tonight. Love the character. So
Yeah, she
welcome.
blew everyone's expectations away.
I feel like she was sucking up all the FaceTime.
Get out.
Well, I was.
She was able to, you know, bear a few loads. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It was a really good finish to this episode as well.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah. You could say we
Well,
had a
technically,
happy
we got to
ending.
finish.
I always like an episode with a happy ending.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing with children.
Thank you very much.
I love you guys.
Phrasing. But yeah, that's me. I play and mostly run tabletop games.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Just if you guys are out there and you haven't seen any of these other guys, their content is amazing. Virgil's a great artist, musical artist. So check him out on SoundCloud, AP Gaming Real on all the stuff you've already heard, and Chip on his private Chatterbait site.
Fucking wreck.
It is 100% worth
Oh my
it.
god! Oh my god! Does he
Wow.
do Koibu lookalike porn?
Oh, God.
I will leave it up to Chip.
You could like
Wow.
make a sex tape of yourself.
Oh
and
my
be like,
god.
"Corey,
Could you
do
imagine
sex
Chip
tape."
with like 5 dice in his hand shaking? All right. And he's wearing a loincloth and looks at the camera and says, "Roll for hotness." Fucking Cobra wreck.
Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Great. Yeah.
This outro's.
Alright. Alright, let's move on to Fuzzy. Fuzzy. If you had to roll for hotness, what would you get?
Oh, motherfucking straight 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Fuzzy. I'm the wheels have just come off. I've suddenly gotten very tired. But yeah, I'm on twitch.tv/Fuzzy Freaks. I am a variety streamer and I stream variety things, but not till fucking Thursday because my internet's turned off at the moment because moving house. So Thursday is internet day. Hopefully, please fuck. So yeah.
Cool. Let's go to Speaking about the internet, let's go to Mr. Internet himself, aka Ban Mortar, aka Zircon5.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. I had a great time tonight. I love it at the end of an episode where my face hurts because I've been smiling and laughing for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I know I had a good show.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for playing as well, and Dave for running. If you want to catch more of my stuff, whenever I'm playing with someone, I'm posting them, and every once in a while I throw shows up as well at twitch.tv/Zircon5. As my lovely co-gamer said, my SoundCloud is up, soundcloud.com/Zircon5. Plenty of tunes on there, all kinds of different genres. Lots of it with free downloads and Creative Commons license for you to use as you wish, even for monetary gain. So,
Also, to clarify, it is not with the same mic he's using tonight.
yeah, this is my garbage mic. I'm really sad. I might have have to have like a fundraising stream, so I don't have to keep using this mic or something. So check out my Twitter for that announcement at Virgil Levenger.
Speaking about fundraising for porno, let's go over to Chipping It.
God, I would donate that Kickstarter in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yo, I wouldn't mind seeing
What's-
your penis
what's that,
if
right?
it means that you pretend to be Koibu in it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
I was gonna say the reason why I'm not so popular on Twitch is because I'm on other avenues. The secret's out now,
yeah.
and I'm sure all of you are wondering that I can last for 10d10 rounds.
Wow.
I thought you were
It
gonna
would've
say
been
for
more impressive if
140
you hadn't
hours.
gotten stuck taking the glasses off.
I honestly thought you were going to say something like, I can last for
144 hours.
144 hours, yeah.
That'd be a good one.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I hope Koibu never hears this, because, yeah.
That's it. I'm
I'll
finished.
send it to him. It'd be great.
Roll the one.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed tonight's game, make sure you hit that follow button. You can do so by hitting down below on Twitch. You also go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe there. We got fucking probably a gazillion hours of content, but you really only need to watch 100 of it. Yeah.
Only 100.
Only
It's
100.
no big deal.
Yeah, it's no big deal. And yeah, we've also got a podcast version of this over on the SoundCloud, which you can listen to if your ears are better than your eyes. Which it turns out is probably like 4 people in this party right now are wearing glasses right now, so I feel like that pretty much covers.
I'm blind as fuck, man.
Yeah. So yeah. In a Wednesday, 5 p.m. PST, we have the very first episode of Iron Saddle going up. That's going to be great. That's going to be fantastic. It's a space western where the players are going to literally play fish out of the water characters. It's going to be super good. We have for that game, let me just pull up the list here. I'll get used to it after a while. Where are you, list? So we have, for that game, we have Taxodamus, Eric Vulgaris, Sorfang, Gymtopia, and Ritzy Relva. Reva. Ritzy Reva. That's going to be a great... That's going to be a fucking great game. The characters they've made are just ridiculous. It's going to be so much fun. Retsy's character literally rolled an 18 on strength. Like, literally 3 6s on 3d6.
I'm going to be playing a once a month game offline, and I went to go roll my stats, and it was like 16, 17, 15, 14, 17, and then a d10 for
You're a
my
piece of
stats.
shit. You're a piece of shit. Yeah. You're a piece of shit. That's the type of scores that make me angry. It's like, no, you physically can't be that good. Then again, your Nightcity character is awful, so, like, in terms of, like, attributes, so, wing wang, yin
There we
yang.
are.
Yeah, so, and then on Thursday, we have the 4th episode of Fulcrum, which is going good. I pretty much got arrested last episode by the government, so... Yay for me.
Hopefully I'll have internet by Thursday.
Yeah,
Should be nice.
and then next week I'll be going to Gamescom, but I do believe we will be able to get an episode of Nightcity out. That'll be the only show that we'll be able to do, though, because I leave Monday night. Bless you, you kind soul. Maybe not, though. I'll keep everyone
can
informed.
you use your corporate contacts to get me to Gamescom?
Sure, if you want to do 30 hours of work in 2 days. Yeah.
What kind of work are we talking?
Oh, you know. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We're gonna bounce. See you next week, I guess. Bye bye.
Hey, everybody.
Bye bye.
Have a great one.
Yeah, guys, a good night. I gotta get out.